99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Clenham Radio, Bato, Gaskia FM, Techiman, and Radio Wa. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, residents in Mepe in the Volta region to be evacuated to safer grounds as health experts warn there could be a disease outbreak in the flood-affected communities.
The assessment then conducted by the health personnel indicate that it will be better for us to move them from that place to a different location.
We have details as President Akufo-Addo leads the interministerial committee he set up to visit the affected communities. Also, EC Chair Jean Mensah and her deputies to know their fate today as the Tema High Court is set to hear an application to commit her and her deputies to prison for contempt. We'll bring you the details. Now, scientists also warn of possible presence of poisonous heavy metals in food crops and fish from mining-prone areas.
The head, the gills, the eye, and the bone. The highest concentration was in the gills. The bones were also there. So since then, I have stopped eating the head of the fish as well as the bones. I only eat the muscles, and that is.
In business,
China and France assure Ghana of signing an MOU for bilateral debt restructuring. Details on the Joy Business Report.
St. Louis Senior High School overtakes Ashanti Regional Champions Kumasi Anglican Senior High School to make their second appearance at the semi-final stage after 13 years. We'll bring you all those details.
It shall be one. And as the old Spanish saying goes, "Que sera, sera," what will be, will be. We have won the cup already.
I am Hannah Odame with the details in this package. Let's start from the North Tongue district, where authorities say plans are advanced to evacuate residents of Mepe, who some experts have warned are at risk of a disease outbreak due to the floods. Mepe is one of the worst affected communities in the Volta region, where several communities have been flooded due to the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. Let's hear from the Executive Director of the African Center for Health Policy Research and Analysis, Dr. Thomas Anaba.
Being congested in a small environment, people with diverse activities, no proper sanitary conditions, no better place to bath and the rest, people can easily acquire a disease from each other. Even eating in a group without proper care can cause transmission of foodborne disease. The water also inundating the whole area, including septic tanks and the rest, would cause bacteria and germs flow all over anywhere at all. Even though it is receding, it can still leave at the back a lot of disease like cholera to be transmitted, typhoid fever, and any other disease that is being transmitted from food to.
While the DCE for North Tongue, Osborne Divine, tells Joy News authorities are aware of the health scare and so are considering evacuating the victims to safer grounds.
Regional Health Director and his team were there yesterday. Some health personnel were stationed there to screen those who are at one of the safe havens at Northwest St. Kizito Senior High School. So some medications are being given. The assessment then conducted by the health personnel indicate that it will be better for us to move them from that place to a different location.
Meanwhile, the 2024 independent presidential aspirant Alan Tremating, who has described the devastation as a national disaster after visiting victims, is calling for the situation to be treated as a national emergency.
I'm not sure whether an emergency has been officially declared, but all well-meaning Ghanaians should see this as a disaster that has to be managed to support those who have been affected. And so I'm here to make my little contribution.
Well, this morning, President Akufo-Addo will lead a 30-member interministerial committee that he set up over the floods to visit the affected communities. We will be there to bring you all the details. Moving on, Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Jean Mensah, and her deputies will today face the Tema High Court to answer why they must not be imprisoned for contempt. The application was filed by an 18-year-old Precious Aita, who took issue with the EC's decision to hold the voter registration exercise in its district offices. Our legal affairs correspondent, Kwekwa Sante, will be in court and will bring us all those details. Scientists are warning of the possible presence of some poisonous heavy metals in some food crops and fish from mining-prone areas of the country. The Environmental Protection Agency found high concentrations of mercury in fish from the Tano River tested in the year 2022. Similar tests conducted in some leafy vegetables and herbs found they absorb disturbing concentrations of heavy metals. They are contained in the latest Hotline Trust Africa multimedia documentary Poison for Gold, produced by Erastus Asari Donko. Here are excerpts.
Irresponsible mining generates tailings, a byproduct of the sluicing process in extracting the gold. These are done haphazardly without recourse to environmental safety and protection. Consequently, the heavy metals in the tailings are released into water bodies, the soil, food chain, surface and groundwater. The Environmental Protection Agency, in its research conducted on fishes in the Tano River in 2022, revealed alarming levels of mercury.
EPA, we are also into research.
Dr. Jackson Edia Nyantachi is the Regional Director of the Environmental Protection Agency. He spoke at a transformational dialogue on small-scale mining organized by the University of Energy and Natural Resources, Sunyani.
In fish samples that were taken from River Tano at the Dantano area there, when I realized the levels of mercury in the fish samples, I became so alarmed. I looked at the levels in muscle, the fish muscles, the head, the gills, the eye, and the bones. So since then, I have stopped eating the head of the fish as well as the bones. I only eat the muscles, and that is it.
Health Minister Kweku Agyeman-Manu says government is considering paying subsidies for dialysis treatments for persons suffering kidney diseases. He said this when he spoke at the 50th anniversary and annual Congress of Medical Lab Sciences in Accra.
Government is expecting a proposal from me. I met to the Kidney Association of Ghana, and we are all talking certain things. I met with some parliamentarians. We soliciting views that will happen. We either put it on the health insurance thing, or government finds subsidy to bring. Probably even looking at health insurance nomenclature properly to see how best we can solve that.
He's also been talking about the recent shortage of antiretroviral drugs for HIV/AIDS patients.
This time it wasn't taxes at all. It was quite misleading, and we have cleared what was the challenge. We're setting up a small committee to try to investigate what happened, and when we finish, we will see how best we can restore that.
Adom Praise is here again. Now, this year's festival is dubbed the Kwas Edition. Speaking at the launch of Adom Praise 2023, Programs Manager of Adom FM, Joshua Tigo, revealed what to expect. There's more in this report.
Highlights of the 2022 edition of Adom Praise. And the climax was when international act Travis Green mounted the stage. Adom Praise is an annual gospel music concert that is organized at the Paris Dome in Accra, Ghana. The event has been attended by both local and international award-winning gospel musicians and groups. Programs Manager of Adom FM, Joshua Tigo, says this year's edition will be much more electrifying.
What is different about this year's Adom Praise? Look, they are going to see over 400 singers mounting the stage to sing to the glory of God.
And you heard the manager of Adom FM, Joshua Tigo, ending that report. Adom Praise will be on the 29th of October at Paris Dome. 13 years after St. Louis Senior High School last appeared at the semi-final stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz competition, they have made a historic and spectacular advancement towards the grand finale. St. Louis outclassed Ashanti Regional Champions Anglican Secondary School and Wesley Grammar School in a 26-point win. Jacqueline Yeboah caught up with the students of St. Louis after the all-exciting contest. We shall be one.
we are thanking God because everything is not our might or power, it's by the grace of God. And as the old Spanish saying goes, "Que sera, sera," what will be, will be. We have won the cup already. This is just the beginning of our glory.
Oh, we are expecting a bigger one, and it will be even better than what we did today. We are hopeful that during the semi-finals contest, we will win and we will win massively.
And that's it for the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odame. Please log on to myjoyonline.com for more news and stay tuned to your superstation, Joy 99.7 FM.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation Movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Access Flexible Loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At ABSA, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello Ghana, I've got great news for you. After 26 years of academic excellence globally, Volta University is now in Ghana, offering degree programs in health information management, cybersecurity and risk management, software engineering, network security and computer forensics. Admissions are ongoing for January 2024 with up to 50% scholarship for the first 150 students. We offer flexible payment terms, internship opportunities and experiential exchange programs with our sister campuses. Pick up your admission form today at our East Legon campus near ANC Mall or call 0302-523-782 or WhatsApp 020-990-4714 for more information. Both the university, vibrance, innovation, impact.
The other day, as I was in my kitchen preparing my special jollof made with lily rice for my family, I heard a knock at the door. It was my mechanic. Instead of calling me to pick my car, he brought it himself. I said, "Sure." He said, "F4." I said, "Take the car back. I will come and pick it myself." As I turned off the fire from under the lily jollof, there was another knock at the door. It was my neighbor. I said, neighbor. He said, "F4, my dog has jumped your wall again, oh." I said, "Don't be silly. You don't have a dog." My wife and kids came home and we saw that he enjoyed. Joe. It was my pastor. He said, "Bless you." I said, "Bless you too." He said, "Did he come to church on Saturday?" I said, "Acho, but why are you coming to tell me this on Wednesday?"
Having to fend off visitors at mealtimes because of Lele's tasty aromatic rice? Celebrate every mealtime by sharing with friends and family near or far. Lele, tasty food, happy family. This advert is FDA approved.
Na wansu na shibola no. Wode babia na mu shibola. Adan.
Ho, masa, na bola na won shi bida.
Wa hwe, wo be ma zoom lion abefa ubola no akono. Tie ni awo keka. Niama asisa inti sisa ubola style ni bi why.
We nyina e kasen, sisa ubola style no. Na won so ye boga. Ji zoom lion bola konko no bi. Na ma zoom lion fa ubola no. Never star 857 hash. Etu ubola ne ka.
Hi, my name is Yao Ichampongwe, Marketing and Communications Manager for Apollonia City. Apollonia City is organizing a special open day on Saturday the 28th of October 2023 and would like to invite you to come explore the futuristic city that is Apollonia City. In today's tricky market, there are very few avenues to invest that make sense. That's why many have seen the light and are moving towards real estate. Come join us explore the future together. We will be discussing interesting topics like building in a gated community, property rights according to Ghana's legal system, and so much more. The date is Saturday 28th October at 10 a.m. Venue is Apollonia City. Buses will leave their Accra Mall at 9 a.m. For enquiries, call Apollonia City on 0275 577 577. See you there.
Right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Coming up is the Joy Business Report brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life, and Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world. Agbavu.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Well, I could have been better. You know, the discussions for this morning, first of all, we'll be talking about poisoned for gold.
I caught your intro.
Yeah.
And the scenario you painted, it's disturbing.
It is. Look,
least, yeah.
Imagine having a child who has no sex organ. Deformed. You can't even tell. How do you refer to that child? Look at the kind of society we live in.
Oh, yes.
Imagine that child.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you, yourself, being sick with complications you have no idea of, only because of the air you breathed and the food you ate. I mean, think about it for 1 minute. How many of us know what is contained in the food that we eat? Do you know the food that you eat? Listen to this as we talk about poison for good, and why it's very, very important to stay with us this morning as we have this all important conversation.
The baby or the fetus that was in the mother's womb was deformed in the sense that the baby had multiple limbs, including, I'm talking about upper and lower limbs. The eye was not well formed, fused together. He had no sexes, that is, there was no identifiable sex. Generally, I mean, in medicine we call it dysmorphic, where you could not see anything that makes the baby, if he had been even born, would have lived comfortably.
And these are real stories.
Real stories. And so this morning, look, I want all of us to make time, because this is a must listen to documentary, so that we can understand why it's important to fight this whole galamsey menace. But also coming up this morning, Darrell, over the weekend, I was in Akosombo, and at first hand I saw the spillage going on. I saw it, and from what I am learning, in fact, you have water of about 320,000 cubic feet into the the dam, to the lake, and they are spilling 180,000 cubic feet of water.
Wow.
Today, what I am learning is that the dam is even gone beyond its operational maximum limit.
Wow.
And so it means that the spillage continues.
And more misery for the people.
More misery for the people. And so this morning, when I started by, my intro, I said, do good. So this morning, it's very important we find out how we can assist the people who have been affected.
Very important.
It doesn't matter. But one of the things that I like about us as Africans is our communal nature.
Yeah.
And that is why, in traditional African sense, they say poverty is a sin. You cannot be poor. And if it happens to one person, it happens to all of us. In Africa, there's nothing like, I am on my own. We are in it together, and we suffer together. So we'll share with you how you could be of help to the people who've been affected by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam.
Yeah, they need help. So
They do. They
really do.
Let's now go for the Joy Business Report with Darrell Kwao and the team.
Brand new week. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, China and France assure Ghana of signing an MOU for bilateral debt restructuring. Also, Managing Director of the IMF hints that Ghana and Sri Lanka have advanced with the G20 Common Framework for Debt Treatments. Meanwhile, IMF board to meet on second tranche disbursement for Ghana in the third week of November. And interest rates on money market goes up for the 33rd consecutive week as government secures 16.80% oversubscription of T-bills. Details coming up. My name is Darrell Kwao. Thanks for being with us this morning. Hello to our friends listening from Koforidua on KTU Radio. First up, China and France have given some indication of signing an MOU with Ghana to restructure the country's bilateral debt. Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta disclosed this on the sidelines of the annual IMF World Bank meetings in Marrakesh, Morocco. George Rafi has more.
Answering questions from journalists in Marrakesh, Morocco, the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, noted that he is optimistic about securing the financing insurance based on the engagements he'd had with these two countries.
We had met the governor of the Central Bank of China. We don't perceive any reluctance on their part to participate in this positively.
Finance Minister also revealed that they are hopeful of doing more than 2% growth rate by the end of this year.
Yes, I think the fund expected us to do 1.5% by year end. Therefore, we expect it to be maybe closer to 2.5% at the end of the year, which is really strong.
Ken Ofori-Atta also gave some updates on what is being done on tax exemptions to help improve revenue mobilization for the country.
We already went through Parliament with this issue of tax exemptions and how to make sure that they are relevant to the agenda of, at the same time, getting investors in.
On inflation, the minister added that government is committed to working with the Bank of Ghana to bring the situation under control, promising that the slowdown that we are experiencing over the past 2 months could be sustained going forward.
George Rafi reporting from Marrakesh, Morocco at the just ended IMF World Bank annual meetings. We've got more for you from there this morning because the managing director of the International Monetary Fund, Kristalina Georgieva, has hinted that Ghana and Sri Lanka have advanced with the G20 Common Framework for Debt Treatments. This will soon pave the way for a probable agreement with the bilateral creditors for the external debt restructuring. Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has already indicated that Ghana will conclude negotiations with its bilateral creditors, including China, by the end of the year. Speaking at a press briefing, Ms. Georgieva said her outfit has made progress on debt resolution for countries in debt distress.
More agreement on how to go about debt restructuring today, and it is visible in progress of common framework and non-common framework cases that are currently under discussion. Some of them completed, like Chad, Zambia, some of them very well advanced, like Sri Lanka and Ghana, some of them speeding up because they need to, like Ethiopia, but that sense of constructive progress is there.
Kristalina Georgieva there, Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, while the Director of the IMF Africa Department, Abebe Selassie, has indicated that it's not the turn of the bilateral creditors to respond positively to the corrective measures Ghana has taken.
Pleased with the progress that has been made in implementing the program since it was approved by the board, and even a little before, because there were quite a number of important steps that have been taken. Action is also needed from creditors' side, of course. We're very, very hopeful that the ongoing discussions amongst official creditors will also expeditiously allow us to conclude the upcoming review. So Ghana has done its fair share, and it's for creditors to take steps. And we're not going to be asking the government to do more adjustment because creditors haven't asked either. So, we will provide all the information necessary so creditors can move, allowing us to go to the board as soon as possible.
In a related development, the IMF board is expected to meet in the third week of November to consider Ghana's first program review and approval of the second tranche of $600 million. Government will from this morning begin negotiations with private external creditors and Eurobond bondholders in London. The negotiations will center on proposals that the Finance Ministry has made in restructuring the debt to these creditors. Now, the Finance Minister tells Joy Business the government is hoping to close a deal with these private creditors before the end of the year. This is part of a broader move to conclude negotiations on the external debt restructuring. There's a full interview that's going to be coming up this Thursday at 9 p.m. on a PM Express Business Edition with the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. You should be on the lookout for that. While in other news, interest rates on the money market went up for the 33rd consecutive week. However, government was able to record a 16.80% oversubscription of the Treasury bills to the tune of 2.620 billion cedis. Here's more in this report.
According to the auction results from the Bank of Ghana, the yields sustained their upward trend. This will increase the government interest payment. The 91-day bill increased by 0.29% to 29.19%, while the 182-day expanded 0.21% to 31.42%. The 364-day also advanced to 33.21% from 33.01%. Meanwhile, the government accepted 2.610 billion cedis of the total bid, though the target for the offer was 2.243 billion cedis. The proceeds from the auction will, however, be used to refinance maturing bills of 2.09 billion cedis. Chunk of the offer came from the 91-day T-bills. About 2.296 billion cedis were tendered, but 2.102 billion cedis were accepted. For the 182-day bill, the government accepted almost all the bids worth 324.09 million cedis. All the bids of 183.66 million cedis were also accepted for the 364-day bids.
Let's move on now. The government, as the government rounds up engagements with stakeholders on the 2024 budget presentation, the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana is impressing on Cabinet the need to relook the growth and sustainability levy as well as the excise tax on sweetened beverages, fruit juices and alcoholic beverages. According to the association, businesses in the food and beverages sector are reeling under economic pressure, stifling growth and sustainability. Samuel Agri is Executive Secretary of the association and has been speaking to Joy Business.
Some of them have been the sustainability bill that seek to erode business profits, and then also some of the taxes that came on board. So we expect that some of these things that we know did not inure to the benefit of the Ghanaian business community. If you look at the taxes as it is, one imports, we have almost about 21 different tax and levies that are
Executive Secretary of the Food and Beverages Association of Ghana, Samuel Agri. The Logos Rema Foundation for Leadership Resource Development has called for a clearer path to economic growth and development by the government. According to economist and President Dr. Abu Bakr, the mismanagement of resources by leadership across the world is not in line with the will of God, hence the need for proper structures to be put in place to discourage people from siphoning public resources. He was speaking at a media engagement ahead of this year's 144 Hours Praise and Worship Festival.
The people that have responsibility of governance should be the people of God. This whole thing about, you don't mix politics with religion is completely off. That's not biblical. It's not scriptural. I talked about the aspect of, governance, which is what you've just asked about. I talked about the aspect of the economy being properly built. I talked about the aspect of education, training and development coming forth the way it should be. I talked about the aspect of science and technology, then talked about the aspect of the media of communication.
Dr. Abu Bako is an economist and president of the Lagos Rema Foundation for Leadership Resource Development. Unilever Ghana PLC has launched its Lifebuoy Carbolic soap, which replaces the popular Guardian soap. According to category marketing manager of skin cleansing at Lifebuoy, Frederick Asari, the company is committed to providing quality and affordable products for customers. He was speaking at a hand washing campaign at the Services Basic School at Bewakam here in Accra.
We will continue our journey in driving hand hygiene in Ghana through our kids and our kids as ambassadors and our hand wash CEO who will drive peer-to-peer education. Like my colleague mentioned early on, we have launched our Lifebuoy Carbolic soap, which affectionately in the public some people call the Guardian soap or Champion Carbolic. Champion Carbolic or Guardian soap has come under the brand Lifebuoy, and that soap now will continue to drive its efficacy and its affordability in the market. It is most effective on the skin, and then also it's affordable for every single Ghanaian to have a bar of soap and be protected from germs.
Category marketing manager of skin cleansing at Lifebuoy, Frederick Asari. Let's take a look at the stock market. Ecobank Ghana is expected to continue its fine performance this week. Here's Grace Munayon of Data Bank Research with a preview of trading activities.
The bourse registered 6 price movers last week, consisting of 4 gainers and 2 laggards. Access Bank, Benz Oil Palm Plantation, Ecobank Ghana and GCB Bank were the gainers, whereas Gold PLC and Republic Bank recorded losses. As a result, the Ghana Stock Exchange Composite Index went up 0.17% weekly to a year-to-date gain of 28.7%. Trading activity declined by 85% to 1.6 million Ghana cedis from 798,594 shares traded among 24 counters. GCB Bank topped trading activity, contributing to 63% and 34% of the weekly turnover and volumes traded respectively. Based on the demand and supply dynamics on the market, we expect Ecobank Ghana to continue to appreciate this week, while Gold PLC may experience a further decline. For Joy Business Reports, Grace Monanyun of Data Bank Research.
Thanks, Grace. Before we go, the currency market this morning, the dollar going for 11 cedis 84 pesos, the pound going for 14 cedis 53 pesos, and the euro going for 12 cedis 50 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil open trading this morning at $90 a barrel. That's scary. Gold lost more than $12. It's selling at $1,920 an ounce. Cocoa, however, trading this morning at $3,499 a ton after going up by $9. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. I know you don't like to hear news like this, but
if it's going up like that, it's a problem.
Yeah, and that's because of the concerns following the Israel-Gaza crisis we're seeing right now. The producers in the region a bit skeptical about or uncertain about the future. So,
well, we hope that everything settled quickly.
Quickly.
For many of us who are consumers, my goodness, you don't want to hear that. Anyway, thank you very much, Daryl, for joining us.
Yeah, I just need to do a quick shout out to Erastus Cesaridonko for his award over the weekend. MEP Avianza Communicator Award. Congratulations.
And Erastus is doing a great job. And he's actually produced
Poison for Gold
after Distraction for Gold. So he's the man.
He's the man.
Congratulations, Erastus. He'll be around. Let's meet. And you know what we do.
I hope there's a party.
Maybe. Let's get to our inspirational song for today right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, brought to us by Duraplus Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank, the only water storage tank with a level indicator. Where Duraplus goes, water flows. And it's Rain by Ket Carr. That's our inspirational song for today. For today, rain right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Good morning, Raymond Aqua.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm okay. I could have been. I could have been better.
Yes,
but happenings of the weekend.
Yeah.
When I saw this, dam being spilled. At first hand, when I had discussions and I learnt from officials of VRA that, what I am seeing is actually not the levels they should be spilling. They're spilling lower than that.
Okay, yeah,
because they're spilling less water.
Okay.
And
but that can blow up the entire dam.
And today, as of yesterday, I was told that the dam, we all know that a dam is 240 feet minimum and 278 feet maximum. But for their operations, the dam's maximum level is supposed to be 277.5.
Wow.
As of yesterday, it was at 277.6. Exceeding this thing. And because you have water, inflows of 320,000 cubic feet of water, and they are spilling 180,000, it means that the dam's levels will go up. And from what I am learning, they are prepared to let it reach 278. If at that level, there's still more inflows, we are in for more trouble.
I heard engineer Edward Obenkenzo say the other time that they have actually just opened a couple of what they call the ways for that to spill out, and that there are other gates they have not opened yet for that to be. I mean, we need to manage the situation. We need to be concerned about the people, but the other element of not making sure that we don't lose this dam. Because I don't know how long it will take Ghana to put up another one. I mean, quite clearly.
We'll talk about all of these. Anyway. I mean, right from News Review, because we'll be speaking to the Member of Parliament for North Tongue. Mm-hmm. He's still there now. The communities are cut off. And we'll be finding out what the situation is today and the help that the people need and how they're going to go about it. Because as it stands, in fact, I have a friend whose story building, the ground floor, the whole ground floor. Yesterday when he spoke to me, he was... getting my views on what he should do.
There's no access to the building anyway.
No! In fact, you have to... They go there on canoes, in canoes.
I saw some of them.
Yesterday, he showed me the video, and I
saw even the MP in one of those boats getting... Or did I say boat? Anyway.
Anyway, let's get to the Drive Safe campaign. We'll come back to all of these things, because right now, the most important thing is how do we get help to the people? And how do we take them away from the flooded areas?
Yeah. Now, the Drive Safe campaign is brought to you by Joy News in the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. Avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on. That's how you ensure your safe arrival.
Let's learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done. You say.
I spent a great deal of time in traffic the other day. I wasn't the one driving, so I suppose it could have been worse, but there were some moments that made me want to rip my hair out. For instance, several reckless drivers tried to cut in ahead of us, but our driver seemed reluctant to stand up for himself. Eventually, I asked about it. His explanation was, "I don't want to horn at every car in front of us." Beloved, the correct expression is honk. H-O-N-K. Honk, not horn. A honk is actually the sound made by a goose. It is used to describe all sounds that resemble this cry, including the sound made by the horn of a car. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that the word honk sounds a lot like the sound itself, honk. That type of word is known as onomatopoeia. O-N-O-M-A-T-O-P-O-E-I-A, onomatopoeia. There are many delightful examples of onomatopoeia in the English language. Buzz, pop, sizzle, slurp, fizz, bang, plop, squeak, hiss. All these words sound very much like the sounds they are describing, and honk is no exception. Remember, we honk at cars, we don't horn at cars. That's how you say it right.
You say either. So you now know how to say it, right? Let's get into the newspaper review. Is brought to us by Syntest Tank, a strong, a tough, and My Way, a simple life insurance by My Life and MTN Momo. Dial *165# on MTN to join My Way today.
Now, let me start with the Daily Graphic. And it's reporting this morning, new measures to boost growth has been outlined. And these measures, according to the Daily Graphic, were outlined by the Information Minister. So, I mean, the commencement of the story says, the President, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has tasked the Ministries of Food and Agriculture and Transport to implement measures to keep food prices low. Particularly, they are also to ensure that the cost of transportation of food to market centers is lower. And the Information Minister disclosed this to Daily Graphic, said the aim was to bring down the general price levels of goods and services, particularly for food products, to further reduce inflation. I thought we gave a similar instruction, was it last year?
Yeah.
When the guy was selling plantain and bringing them to the place to come and do auction of plantain, right? That you gave a similar.
Yeah, I mean, at the time he had blamed the cost of transport as, part of the issues. And so he said he was going to liaise with the transport minister to ensure that he actually was bringing these products into Accra.
So this directive that has been given, is it a renewal of the old directive or is it a fresh directive for them to do exactly what they have been doing since last year, and yet inflation is still at 38%?
Well, we've turned the corner, so inflation has been reducing now, isn't it?
Yeah, at 38%. Yeah,
we've turned the corner.
At 38%.
Yes. In this country, everything is celebrated.
Yes, that's the turning of the corner that we are talking about. But let me move on to another interesting story. That's on page 14. Our democracy, 40 years on, meets members of the Constitutional Review Consultative Committee. Now, apparently, the review of the 1992 Constitution Assembly that has come out from national discussion consistently. A very comprehensive and thorough report was done by the CRC, remember, in 2011. Now, we understand 12 years on, we need to review this report in the light of the current state of the democracy and decide on the way forward for our country. Now, the story also says that to this end, a Constitutional Review Consultative Committee consisting of institutional representation was inaugurated on April 14, 2023 by the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs under the auspices of Parliamentary Affairs Ministry to review the report of the Constitution Review Committee, that's the 2011 one, the stakeholder submission, the proposals for constitutional review, reports and postman, and also review submissions made by other notable persons.
Okay.
And also make recommendations for the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs and its partners and collaborators, and submit a report on suggestions. I mean, frankly, I was not aware that there's a committee like that in place, but the members are representing the University of Ghana School of Law, Clara Berry Kasati, NCC Victor Brobe, Commissioner Sraj is Mercy Labi. Then ESET, there is also Yabodu Ayeboafo and Professor John Asafo J is the one representing the Economic Transformation Group. Justice Yoni Kolendi is representing the Judiciary. Parliamentary Service Nanateria Ochu, Tony Forson is representing the Ghana Bar Association, and Deputy Minister of Justice and Attorney General's Department is Alfred Tuayeboa. He is representing. There are others whose pictures are also in here. Hopefully, this will be the last time, because we form a CRC, we form an implementation committee. Coming back to do a constitutional review consultative committee appears to be taking 2 steps back. I'm just hoping that this will be the last time we take steps back on this matter.
Let's hope so too. But let's get it to the Chronicle for this morning. Titus chapter 2 verse 7. In all things show yourself to be an example of good deeds. And the splash says, Alan Cash takes over JJ's mantle in Volta Region. That's how the Chronicle captures. So over the weekend, he toured the affected areas.
Yeah.
And so the Chronicle says he's taken over the mantle. He's, showing love and affection for the people.
As in, that's what Rollins would have done.
Exactly.
You would have seen him in the boat, moving around, commiserating with the people, talking to them, trying to get them to safety and everything that's related to it.
Over the weekend, I was taking to a place, that's the Joapo at the Dome Road, that's been cut off. Yeah. So when I got there, I saw the first part. I said, this one is very deep. You could walk through, and then for the next part, the road has been cut off. People have to, cross by canoe again. Canoe. Woes of Ghanaian journalists after NPP infamous UTV invasion. NDC also pounds journalists for no justifiable cause. Again. And I'm happy they've reported to the police.
Yes.
And we've seen the videos. these people should be taking on. Akoto advocates homegrown economic policies. That's workaholic. Akoto tops all water there. Back page, Mexico secured 2-0 win over Ghana in international friendly. And beats Adriana. That's great one. Where's my view? Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah. Now the finder is reporting this morning. Ghana, South Africa approved visa-free travels, and that's making a lot of waves in there. Yeah. Who will be coming on the show? Oh, okay. So the ambassador of South Africa to Ghana. Oh, she's a very wonderful lady. Yeah, she'll be coming here. Yeah, that'll be wonderful. Yeah, we want to hear from. So we can just pick our passports. I have passport in my pocket and go when we want. I can go. Who's buying the ticket? Anyway, now Dr. Akoto's homegrown policies are here, but there's an estimation. The finder says victims exceed 6,000. We are talking about the those who have been impacted by the spillage. NADMO and VRA are hosting them. 6,000. So what started like small communities, some partially affected, we have counted up to 6,000. Which is something that should be taken as a national disaster. Okay, well, we are told that the president is heading there today with this interministerial committee he formed just days before going there anyway.
Okay. Now, the Ghanaian Times for this morning says the Ministry of Information, GJ, condemn attack on CTFM, CTTV reporter. Support Africa's fight against terrorism and violent extremism. President appeals to world leaders. 10 arrested, guess what? For flouting bush meat hunting ban. Yes. They decided to go contrary to the ban, and thus having arrested. I'm told some people were actually eating, and they come and check and say, "What meat is this? This is it."
Then you will certainly be one of those who will be arrested anytime soon.
Me?
Yes. You enjoy good meat.
What bush meat do I eat that has
But how did they know that this one is banned? And that this one is a recent one?
Grass cutter. People rear grass cutter now.
Yes, it is even sometimes at home. It's a refrigerator.
So it's normal. It's normal. But a big one here on the front page of the Ghanaian Times is akosombo dam spillage. Government rolls out rescue restoration plan to save lives, property in communities along the lower Volta basin. Armed forces rescues 1,800 victims. And you can see people in canoes. Very sad. Roads have been cut off. But look, Raymond, I think we need to get into just do the final paper, the daily guide.
The daily guide, and this is a story that's trending on social media. Tema Children's Park can't be used for casino. This is the Tema Development Committee. In fact, basically they are saying that all the things we are hearing about, we're pulling down the parks we don't have so that we can build a casino. It's not true, and that it will not be used for it. They have insisted that cannot happen. We should interrogate that and get to know whether beyond the existence on the ground, nothing of that's what is happening anyway.
We'll do that this week. But let's now go for a report on the communities that have been affected by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. And then we'll get onto the phone lines, starting off with the Member of Parliament for North Tongue, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa.
Morning show. The town is flooded. And lo and behold, when I came, it's a nice song.
1,000 houses have been stagnant. Over 1,000 houses have been stagnant already, and the properties and then life is being threatened. So we are calling on the national, the government to come to our aid. This is the time the people of Mapa, especially the people at the lower Volta basin, are waiting them. They should come to our aid.
From what we are seeing, a lot of families have lost a lot of things. The safe haven too is over there around Kizito Secondary School. This morning we are told that place is not safe. They be asked to leave. And in fact, that's where my both parents were. But they called earlier on that the place is also not safe.
All right, so welcome back. This is the Super Morning Show, our online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
Now, where do you buy fuel when you run out? I mean, I'm giving you some interesting elements. So do you top up anywhere?
No, not at all.
Certainly you cannot do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. Gold Super XP Run 95 and Diesel XP are the best fuel quality-wise, with high performance in time for your vehicle. Now, the Gore Super Experience 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at the same price as normal fuel. So the cost is not a problem and the pricing is not a problem. Gore Diesel XP is low in sulfur, making it eco-friendly and an option for your vehicle that you would be very glad about the sustainability part. Now, with over 440 stations across the nation, you can only join that family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Girl, good energy. Girl,
Papa. Well, if you're an individual or business entity looking for an easy and secure means to transfer funds across Africa, then look no further, because you can transfer money across Africa with the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, PAPS, at any Zenith Bank branch nationwide. With PAPS, you enjoy real-time payments in local currencies at reduced transaction cost. You also receive immediate confirmation of funds sent to beneficiaries. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide for your instant cross-border payment with PAPS. Think PAPS, think Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank in your best interest. So we're getting onto the phone lines to speak to Member of Parliament for North Tongue, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, on this particular issue, because we need to understand the situation today and whether the sort of help needed by the people is being provided. Honorable Ablakwa, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Well, good morning, Winston, and thank you for having me.
So, we've been on this issue over the past week. We know that NADMO is in there. You are there yourself. The Ghana Armed Forces is helping. Tell us what the situation is today and how your constituents who've been affected by the spillage are coping.
Well, good morning to you. Good morning to all listeners. Winston, sadly, I will have to confirm that the situation is still dire. The water hasn't receded. On the contrary, the VRA spillage continues. And so a lot more communities are affected. And last night we had to evacuate few more communities in addition to the 23 earlier communities we had to evacuate. So new shelters have been created. I was with them last night at the Fojoku Basic School, where we have our latest shelter. And there's another shelter now at the Dofo Adidome Basic School. So we are creating more shelters. More evacuations have had to be carried out because of the continuous spillage. Then I must also inform you, Winston, that a number of communities are now cut off entirely. Yesterday, I could not use the Joapong Adidome Road because the Ngolipe Bridge has been submerged. And so those who know that stretch through Joapong, Volu, Batotogodo, Mapatogodo into Mafia Didoma, and then you can use Sogakopa. I couldn't use that route because of the current situation. So technically, about half of my constituency has now been cut off because of the rising water levels. So it's a really critical situation, and we would have to increase our interventions to support thousands of people who are now displaced, who have lost property. There is no schooling because most of our schools are now being used as shelters. A lot of chiefs' compounds have been submerged, so there's lack of access to health delivery. A number of our health workers are also now homeless. Yesterday we were trying to get new accommodation for nurses whose homes have been submerged. So the situation is really dire, and I wish I could have told you this morning that things are getting better, but that's not what is the case.
Now, one issue that you've talked about is the fact that a lot more communities are becoming affected. And today, one of the papers has reported that about 6,000 people have been displaced. For us, the other point is, these persons, are they okay? What is it that they need? And have they been provided with the things or that they need to at least be okay?
So clearly they are not okay because we are creating this makeshift camps very rapidly. So what we are doing this afternoon, I am launching this MP's mobile relief caravan. We have been able to mobilize quite a number of food items: rice, maize, oil, canned fish, and other personal effects, like sanitary towels, tissues, soap, other detergents, and all of that, which we will be distributing to all these camps from 1 p.m. today. We also observed last night that we will need a lot more tents, we will need a lot more mosquito nets, because you can expect that because these are open air camps, mosquitoes are having a field day, and we don't want malaria to add on to the already distressing situation. Then I can also confirm to you, Winston, that I have forged a very great partnership with the Ghana Medical Association. So tomorrow we will be carrying out medical outreach because the looming danger is a health crisis. The water has gotten into all kinds of places, cemeteries, toilet facilities, sewage, and all of that. So the water is contaminated. And remember that has been the source of, cooking, some even drink against our advice and all of that. So the fear is that those who continue to trust this water, we may have a cholera outbreak, a typhoid outbreak soon. So that is another fear we have. So we are collaborating with the Medical Association to see how we can carry out outreach, do community sensitization, public education, and see how we prevent that. But immediately, we need a lot more food, a lot more blankets, a lot more mosquito nets, and medicines. There are some of these senior citizens who have lost their medications. So even though we've reached out to some pharmaceutical companies and have secured a few, it would be great if we receive more medicines because a lot of the vulnerable senior citizens and children have lost access to their medication. And if we do get these medicines, it will go a long way to keep our people alive.
This morning, I'm joined by a member of Parliament for North Tong, Samuel Okujetua Blackwell. We're having a conversation about persons displaced as a result of the spillage of the Akosombo Dam and the help that these persons need. We're finding out how they're coping. And Honorable Blackwell, you've talked about, the need for blankets, mosquito nets. You've talked about food, medications. We know that NADMO is in, the district, and NADMO, they tell us that together with VRA, they're doing lots of outreach and they're helping these people. Are you in touch with them? Have they been able to supply all the relief items they promised they're going to supply?
Yes, I've been in touch with NADMO. The Director General was here himself. He led a high-powered delegation, and together with the Deputy CEO of VRA, we have talked about the needs of the people. They did bring some initial support, rice, oil, and promised to bring a few more items, particularly mosquito nets, the tents, and all of that. So far, I think that they are still mobilizing. Let me put it that way. They are still mobilizing. It does appear to me that NADMO is quite overwhelmed. So I would not suggest or recommend that we entirely depend on NADMO. It will be great to have corporate Ghana, to have NGOs, other philanthropists come to our aid, because it's quite a massive situation from North Tong all the way to Central Tong, South Tong, Ada, the Sojaman constituency, so all the way to Anlong, Keta. So even though we are the worst hit in North Tong because we are closer, and we are really low in terms of our topography, there are still many more communities who are in dire need of help. So it does appear to me that NADMO is overwhelmed at the moment, and if we can have national mobilization, a lot more people, a lot more organizations jump on board, and we form a strong coalition, I think that it would really help to save lives.
So, talking about strong coalition to help save lives, finally, what are some of the things that the people need that all of us can come together to help them, to help provide for the people? So currently, what are the most pressing needs? So we all come together, beginning today, to help the people of North Tong, South Tong, and Central Tong, and all those who've been affected.
So pressing needs in order of priority, I'll say food, number one. Number two, medication. Number three, shelter, that is blankets, clothing, mosquito nets, mosquito coils. So these are the urgent things. And then because the water is contaminated, and we have urged them to stay away from the water from the lake, we will also welcome a lot of water support. So these are the items needed urgently. A lot of food, rice, maize, oil, plantain, yam, any food you can lay hands on, it will go a long way, because we have hundreds of camps of shelters across the entire banks of the river, and the more we are able to rush in with these things. Fortunately, so far we have not recorded any casualty. Nobody has died, and we pray that we are able to keep it this way, so that we do not have a situation where after people have been rescued, they probably die out of hunger or lack of medication. That would be really, really tragic.
Okay. Well, like I stated this morning, for us as the Super Morning Show, we are of one belief that whatever happens in this country, anywhere, affects all of us. And we've been to the north. We did the Up To Us campaign. We went to the southern part of the Volta Region, the Anglong areas when they were affected. We want to assure you that we'll work with you and your team in ensuring that we're able to mobilize a lot of relief items for the people of your constituency and other constituencies who've been affected. This will just be the first of many conversations to come, as we also reach out to corporate Ghana and to make sure that the people who've been affected by the spillage are better and get the right relief. Thank you very much, Honorable Ablakwa.
We are very, very grateful, Winston, and God bless you and the team at Joy. we are grateful.
Thank you. So that's the Member of Parliament for North Tongue, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. It's 7 minutes after 7. I think I have a resident on. Let me just find out from him, Felix Ayuku, who is also in the North Tongue town of Mepe. Felix, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. I know the morning is not good. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Ethan.
Where are you?
Good morning to your listeners.
Okay. Where are you currently, Felix?
At the moment, I'm in Tama. I came to research more, but I'll be going back this morning. Yeah.
So you have had to leave because of the effects on your home, right?
Yes, exactly.
Has the water levels before you left, had the water levels receded in your home?
No, the water level is still rising, and I was there 2 days ago, and I realized that even, your catfish, the fish, they are all perished. More than 4 tons have perished. And things are not changing. I spoke with my people on the ground this morning, and things are not so violent and rushy as it used to be the other day, but it's not going down. And people are still, trapped, and the situation is not so good. It's still dire. It's still life-threatening. So we are managing. We are trying to endure and to keep safe and to get people warmer, and we just managing. Okay. It's a difficult situation, but it's still managing.
Okay, Felix would come back to you. We'll come back to you because we need to consistently keep in touch with the people of North Tongue and the communities affected by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. Thank you very much for joining us. And
thank you, too.
Raymond, so before we go for the BBC News brought to us by Fidelity Bank, Believe With Us, and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime. Oh, did I say we're going to go for the BBC News? It's part of the problems. But we are sorry we're unable to bring in the BBC News, but it's brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe With Us and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime. Raymond, Honorable Ablaka was talking about the road that has been cut off. I was actually on the road on Saturday. In fact, I drove on that road. And I drove on the road because I just wanted to see for myself. Over the weekend, I was in the North Tongue area. Mm-hmm. So I went to Akosombo, I saw the spillage, I saw the road that had been cut. And look, areas that, and I've driven on that road before, areas that hitherto looked dry, you can see rising water levels.
Yeah.
And the whole place is not safe. And if you've seen the videos that I've seen from these people, story buildings are being submerged. And so it is true. And anytime I've been to these communities, I saw people fetching water from the lake. So the point he's making, some people use
the level of pollution.
The level of pollution, because now everything is in there. So they need water, medication, they need food because they can't cook. Mm-hmm. And if you sleep in the open, mosquitoes would feast on you.
Then you have another health problem to deal with.
Exactly. And so, look,
even being at the mercy of the weather itself is also another problem that we cannot actually let go. I think I'm happy. I don't know how that's going to help improve the chances of getting all the relief to the people that the president wants to see firsthand, and that he's sending his team to the ground. I understand that the NADMO leadership have been on there with military people like we asked from the beginning, and all the other people. I think that gradually we are all beginning to take this as a national crisis, the way it's supposed to be. Initially, I wasn't so sure that we treated with the same set of urgency that people should have actually treated with. But it's becoming clear that we are now seeing this as a national crisis. We need to redirect efforts to that area so we do not lose lives beyond losing properties, beyond losing livelihoods, beyond losing the very things that sustain people in these areas. And let's not only talk about the individuals, there are also businesses that have been heavily affected. The gentleman was talking about his fish farm and all the things connected to that. You cannot just immediately restore people to what they used to be, but with time, We should give them the basic things for them to survive. Let them know that they are living in a state in the 21st century where the state can collectively come to their aid when they are in such a trouble. So I really am happy that we are not going to make a lip service. That are going to tell them that we'll give you this, then take pictures with that. Then when the media leaves and people are no longer on the ground, a very different thing is happening. The people did not cause this. They did not ask for any spillage of any kind. I hope you get my point. It's not as if they woke up one morning and decided that this is where we wanted to be. It's a catastrophe that we find ourselves in. We should collectively help fix it. And okay, so those of us who are also not in the areas now, it's also in our collective interest to make sure we help them. So the very small things, the various collection units should be able to also galvanize something and get them there. I was thinking, because I was told some people, like the gentleman was talking from Tema, had moved to family elsewhere, but it's not everybody, let's not get it wrong, that can move to family in other regions and other places and get the same kind of safety that they need there. So that's why we should make sure that alternatively, they are all secured, they are all safe, and we can account for everybody that we should be accounting for.
And talking about people being safe, I mean, one group that knows how to build tents is the mining companies.
Yes.
And so the mining companies...
for relief and emergency response.
They know how to build tents. I mean, I've seen mining companies mine, when they get into the forest, they live in tents. And so how about they help these people by providing tents for them? And all of us, corporate Ghana, how about we help by providing the food that they need? The Member of Parliament has launched this mobile caravan, but that's not enough. We can reach out and help. When we return after these messages, we'll tell you more about how you can help the people who are being affected. We'll be right back.
Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Goyle. Good energy.
My way insurance, my way,
Hi, my name is
Nanama McBrown, and I want to encourage you to dial *165# on MTN to join the My Way family. My Way provides you and a selected family member a cover against death. As a policyholder, you will also have a cover against total permanent disability and hospitalization should you be hospitalized for more than 2 nights. Dial *165# and join the family. Sanya My Way, Kasa no way.
Sanya My Way, Kasa no way.
My Way is a product of My Life and MTN Momo. Terms and conditions apply. The Energy Commission, in collaboration with the Ministry of Energy and Ghana Education Service, is proud to announce the finals of the 4th edition of the Energy Commission Senior High School Renewable Energy Challenge under the theme Mechanized Small-Scale Agriculture Using Renewable Energy Technologies. Who wins the challenge? Will it be Ya Asantwa Girls and Fantiman Girls, Sugakope Senior High School, Kwabre Senior High School, Toma Senior High School, or Sewakese Girls? Join us on the 17th of October 2023 at 9 a.m. at the Accra International Conference Center. To find out, the special guest of honor is Her Excellency Mrs. Samira Bawumia, Second Lady of the Republic of Ghana. The challenge is supported by GIZ, Ashesi University, GTV, French Development Agency, We Power Authority, Cosmos Energy Ghana, VRA, and Sunom Asogli Power Ghana Limited. Participation is free.
There's never been a better time to own a home. Republic Bank slashes interest rates on all its CD mortgage products. Yes, switch and sign on to any of our CD mortgages. Enjoy ultra low interest rates and pay less to live in your dream home. Kule! Call 054 0109 649, 054 0109 901, or email myhome@republicghana.com. Offer is valid until 31st January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASI, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731.
Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
For over 10 years, Old Mutual has been touching lives in Ghana. Whether you're a trader or a student, an entrepreneur or an employer, or nearing your retirement, we have the right financial solutions tailored just for you. Contact Old Mutual on 030-7000-600 or visit our website on oldmutual.com.gh to learn more. And let's realize your financial freedom together. 10 years of greatness, here for a lifetime. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
See me, I no get 30 billion, but I get digital banking, them sugar. Fidelity Digital Banking. Every day, I use the Fidelity mobile app for like 1 million transactions so I can make it happen cashless from anywhere. Oh, Lord of mercy. Even while I'm producing in the studio, I can top up airtime with my #1 girl, call my WhatsApp banking assistant, do some online banking, and so much more. Now, I live like I have 30 billion with Fidelity Digital Banking. So enjoyment, enjoyment. I don't wanna me pay. Try Fidelity Digital Banking and make it happen because together we are more. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
coffee in your cup, and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
The Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and coming up this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
The baby or the fetus that was in the mother's womb was deformed. Deformed in the sense that the baby had multiple limbs, including, I'm talking about upper and lower limbs. The eye was not well formed, fused together. He had no sexes, that is, there was no identifiable sex. Generally, I mean, in medicine we call it dysmorphic, where you could not see anything that makes the baby, if he had been even born, would have lived comfortably.
So imagine having a child, and for all of us here, imagine the excitement of, having another child, only to find out that the child is deformed because of what you consumed, or maybe the air that you breathe. So through no fault of yours, as a result of the usage of heavy metals, lead, mercury, cyanide, for the illegal mining of gold, you would have to go through all these health complications. Just think about it for a minute, Raymond and Mama V.
I mean, see, and I've said this before, some of us, we are not having any concession anywhere. We are not beneficiaries of the illegal mining. We have not actually been given any gold, or the people who are benefiting from it. In fact, they are even increasing inflation and we can't afford the food. On the other side, but we are suffering indirectly from the conduct of people who are not doing anything to our collective benefit or doing anything to the collective benefit of the state. It's the reason why we cannot support them. Because the activity itself is not laudable. But assuming even, in the most nonsensical form, I was also benefiting from it. Perhaps you could have said, okay, we are all getting the money. But you are getting the money. And yet when it comes to the impact, it's on all of us. We pretend. Do you know really, you asked this question in the morning, at 5. Do you really know where your food comes from? Those of us that pretend that we are very secured. Your food might be coming from some mining area polluted with traces of mercury, which is basically being lodged into your system. You have to be the one going to the hospital, seeking higher medical bills that you may not be able to pay. When you have not benefited in any way from even the gold itself when it's in other forms, and also from the illegal mining. So it is in all of us our interest to make sure this is stopped.
True. And before you think that, this has to do with maybe Western region, think again, because the findings were in the Central, Ashanti, Western regions. So this is widespread, and that's also the suspicion that what the doctors discovered, there could be a lot more if we were to investigate.
There could be a lot more because there are people who are giving birth to and buried. So once they die, they're buried. There are people who come with deformities and are killed at birth and buried. And so we never get to talk about it. Stay with us this morning, because on Poisoned for Gold, we'll tell you more about this right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
But let me tell you about Heritage Christian College. That's the university set up to provide a missing link in tertiary education. It's affiliated to KNUST and accredited by GTech. They have these degree programs, BBA programs with options in accounting with computing, accounting, marketing, human resource management, and business information technology management. Also BSc in nursing, information technology, and information security, as well as BA theology. They have 12-month specialized master's degree programs as well. MSc accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management. They also have professional courses, ICA, CIMG, CI, HRM, ICM UK, as well as media short courses. What makes them unique, as we tell you, is the entrepreneurship training. It comes with financial support. So they have the one student, one laptop policy with terms and conditions, affordable and flexible fee structure, as well as scholarships. Entry qualifications are WASI or ABCE, also GBCE. You can enter with HND or diploma or as a mature student, but you must be 25 years at least. Please dial star 789 star 300 hash for an online serial number, or visit their website hcuc.edu.gh to apply. Locate Heritage Christian College at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Call them on 020-229-8399 or 0547-777-731. Heritage Christian College, that's the university that's training compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Now, one of the biggest problems in this country is about land acquisition, right?
Yes.
Anywhere in the country. Sometimes you have to even pay 3 times for a single piece of land. So if you're tired of the land wahala and the headache around securing a piece of land, discover peace of mind with Sedan Land Bank. Now, we brought form and structure to land acquisition to eliminate land insecurity, multiple claims, and legal disputes. Our approach to land investment is professional and hassle-free, designed for individuals, private investors, institutions, and corporations to buy land. God is not making any more.
What they are saying is that
it's not making land anymore.
God is not making.
It just confuses me. Yeah, I mean, I've never thought of it that God is not making land anymore.
He's not.
But it's true. I know maybe he's not adding any planet to our own, an extension of the earth. So buy the land, because God is not making land anymore. Find out where the people will be going and buy the land before they get there. Our service lands are currently located at the new airport city, Chopoli, Ningo, Pram district, along the main Tema Flower Road. For more inquiries, contact Sedan Land Bank on 0303 9595 955903 053 238 9050, or visit the website sedanlandbank.com. Sedan, buy the future now, because God will not extend the earth, whether we like it or not.
Well, Republic Bank, the master of mortgages, has gone even lower, offering you ultra low interest rates on all its CD mortgage products. If you're planning to own, build, or improve your home, now is the time. Take advantage of this window of opportunity. Call our mortgage hub and speak to a specialist on 0540 109901, or send us a mail as myhome@republicbank.com. This offer is valid until the 31st of January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
And one of Nigeria's foremost airlines is set to touch down in Accra. Yes, Ibom Airlines, well, on Tuesday. That's just tomorrow. So the countdown is on. Tomorrow, Tuesday, 17th of October, it will commence its inaugural flight into the beautiful city of Accra. So if you're planning a trip to Lagos, Nigeria, you want to depart on time, you want to experience top-notch customer service, then look no further. Book now to enjoy the special introductory fare. With Ibom Air, you will enjoy schedule reliability, on-time departures, and excellent services, making your journey truly unforgettable. And here's the best part: you can fly daily from Lagos to Accra with Ibom Air. That's daily flights twice, ensuring you have the flexibility you need. So don't wait any longer. Book your adventure now at ibomair.com and be part of the excitement of visit the City Travel Office at the first floor, Nesta Square, South Liberation Link Road, Accra, or call 020 232-5226 or 0303-957-033. You can also get your ticket at the Ibom Air Counter, Kotoka International Airport Terminal 3. Stay tuned to Joy, of course, for a chance to win exciting prizes from Ibom Air. Ibom Air, connecting Nigerian Ghana in style. Don't miss out. Book your flight today and experience the connection like never before. Save the date. It's just tomorrow, Tuesday, 17th of October 2023.
Now, we don't know that the Republic Bank is the master of mortgages, right? But they've now even gone lower, offering you ultra low interest rates on all of its CD mortgage projects. If you are planning to own, build, or improve your home, now is the time. Take advantage of this window of opportunity. Call our mortgage hub and speak to a specialist on 054-010-9901 or send us an email via this particular myhome@republicghana.com. This offer is valid until the 31st of January 2024. So there's a lot of months left for you to still get on board now. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
And Toyota Ghana has unveiled an irresistible offer. So for a limited time only, they're offering huge price discounts on an exceptional range of vehicles, including the dynamic RAV4, the robust Hilux, the powerful Fortuner diesel, and luxurious Land Cruiser Prado. And that's not all. When you make that decision to acquire any of these incredible vehicles, Toyota Ghana will reward you with an entire year of complimentary servicing. This golden opportunity won't be around forever. Pay a visit to any of their showrooms located in Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, Takrady, or you can reach them on 0302910204. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with their finance partners. Toyota, superior quality.
Now, Societe Generale, your secure and trusted partner, is celebrating 20 years in Ghana. So this significant milestone wouldn't have been possible without you, our loyal customer. So this anniversary is dedicated to you. It has been a journey of triumphs, successes, and innovative financial solutions crafted to give you, your family, and business the best outcomes always. Our partnership with you has seen you and your families grow, your businesses and institutions succeed, and many dreams come true. Today we're celebrating 20 years with you. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
A poorly maintained engine can age faster. That we know for sure. That's why we offer you specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and also improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
And well, Kingdom Books and Station Limited's back to school promotion is here with us once again. From now to October 31st, 2023, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is giving a generous 10 to 15% discount on all school items like textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and much more across all their branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takrady, Widiba, and Cape Coast. Parents, teachers, and students, please hurry while stock lasts. For more information, call us on 0302-764-101 or 0302-764-209 or email info@kingdomgh.com. You can also visit their website, kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions do apply. Now, time for the nutrition line, and it's brought to us by Nestle, and they offer good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. Wonderful moments are made for wonderful you. And it's Nestle Nutrition Line. I welcome you warmly. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisoa. Are you well and strong and looking on the bright side of life? Overcoming daily? Today we're starting a new series on malnutrition According to the World Health Organization, WHO, malnutrition is defined as deficiencies, excesses, or imbalances in a person's intake of energy and or nutrients. Even though malnutrition is usually used in the context of undernutrition, overnutrition is also a form of malnutrition. Undernutrition is a condition where, due to inadequate intake of nutrients, various health conditions can develop. These include stunting, where a child is too short for their age. Another is wasting, where a child weighs too little for their height and is going hungry. Micronutrient deficiencies, or a lack of important vitamins and minerals, is another type of undernutrition too. Another form of malnutrition is where a person consumes more calories and nutrients, leading to overweight, obesity, and diet-related non-communicable diseases, including type 2 diabetes and heart disease. This is all that time will allow for today, but I'd like to thank you for staying tuned every weekday morning. Your feedback is precious, so do please call one of these numbers and share your views and suggestions with us. Remember, we're working in partnership with you for total health and wellness. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 120001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS or call 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 0593 84 5697, 0593 84 5649 or 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. Have a beautiful day and don't forget to smile. You're a winner. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Time now for our birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise, still from Papa Paddy. We'll bring you the birthday dedications shortly. Let's get into the Sports Center now. Brought to us also by MTN. Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank, we're here for good. Allianz Life Insurance,
we secure your future.
1xBet,
your reliable bookmaker.
And Amavi's favorite, DSTV.
It's your moment.
That's your favorite. Anyway,
so we all have those days when you're low on everything: energy, time, cash, and even airtime and data. Well, that's why MTN Extra Time is an airtime and data advanced service that allows you to make calls or browse the internet even when you have insufficient balance. All you have to do is dial star 506 hash, star 506 hash. Go through the prompts and select the amount of airtime or data you need. It's more than simple. Doing your favorite things on MTN means you don't get interrupted even when you're low on airtime or data. Please remember, all terms and conditions apply.
So my friends, imagine sitting in the stands at Anfield and cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at most outstanding goal. Yes, the dream could come true for you because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live, and it's just so simple to be eligible. There is an equal chance for clients and non-clients. For non-clients, you just have to download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But for existing clients, just transact more to participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more your presence you get in there in the basket for the final draw that selects the ultimate winner. Now, this is a chance to experience Anfield with your partner, not you alone. Rest here with your partner. There are other consolation prizes too.
if you don't get to go to Anfield, open that account and transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered, here for good. I see somebody with a boy. Daniel Cranton. Yes.
Two boy.
We'll get to him shortly. But you like watching sports and betting? Well, you definitely be interested in the offer of the world's famous bookmaker, 1xBet, with high odds, a huge selection of sports events, and a cool mobile app. Right now, 1xBet is offering a 300% first deposit bonus. Sign up, use the promo code BETG, and get a bonus of up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. 1xBet has a license to operate in Ghana, so you don't have to worry about the safety of your fans. Join millions of 1xBet players worldwide and win big. Daniel Cranton.
Winston.
What's happening in the world of sports?
Coming up. Hits his own man. Gavi finds the corner. This time Spain celebrate with conviction. This is Mbappe. Well, what can you say about technique like that? Ronaldo. Cristiano que le va a pegar. Goal. Cristiano Ronaldo extended his record to 125 international goals, a figure no one else has ever achieved. France and Spain secured wins to qualify for Euro 2024. There's more to come later, but first, Black Stars head coach Chris Hughton has partly attributed his side's defeat to Mexico to the North American familiarity with the Bank of America Stadium pitch in Charlotte, USA. Ghana conceded 2 second-half goals to lose 2-0 in Sunday's international friendly, bringing Hughton's unbeaten run with the Black Stars to an end.
Well, I think we knew we were up against a very good Mexican team playing at home on a surface that they're used to. So we knew it was going to be tough opposition. I thought in the first half period we coped well, even though we didn't create the amount of chances that we would have liked to have done. But I think we had reasonable good control of the game. The problem was in the second half period where a Mexican team upped the tempo of their game. We struggled to cope with the intensity of their game in that second half period.
Hughton is, however, of the opinion that the current international window will give him an opportunity to test out unfamiliar systems and familiarize himself with his team.
Well, I think as this game going into, yes, we obviously have two World Cup games in November, but this, of course, was good preparation going into January. It was also an opportunity for me to look at a different system, which I employed in the last friendly game, and I think particularly as we knew we had some injuries, particularly in the centre-half position. So it was a good opportunity to play a new system. In every game you're learning about players.
Black Stars head coach Chris Hughton speaking there. Ghana will face USA in their final game of this international window in the early hours of Wednesday in Nashville, Tennessee. Elsewhere, Ghana's Black Princesses booked their place in the third round of qualifiers for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup following their aggregate win over Guinea-Bissau. The Princesses recorded another 3-0 win at the Accra Sports Stadium, having registered the same scoreline victory in the first leg, completing a 6-0 aggregate score. The Black Princesses are 2 rounds away from booking a ticket to the World Cup, which will be staged in Colombia next year. Head coach Yusuf Basigi shared his thoughts.
The Guineans came with an impression of playing defensively so that they will not concede many goals. So tactically, first half I would say that they were well organized by frustrating our team. So we could not find our rhythm until the second half. We spoke to the girls to have patience and play, just to have open play so that we can get the needed goals. Because in the first half we were in a hurry to score, and I think that it worked to perfection in the second half.
There was matchday 5 action in the Ghana Premier League, and Brekum Chelsea were 1-0 winners over Nations FC. RTU edged out a 5-goal thriller with a 3-2 win over Kerala United. Legon City's MBHM United played out a 1-1 draw. Samatex were 2-0 winners over Dreams FC. The game between Hearts of Lions and Accra Hearts of Oak was postponed as Sante Kotoko registered their second successive victory with a 1-0 win over Ediana Stars. Kotoko head coach Prosper Nate Ogum shared his thoughts after the game.
you can't keep the intensity throughout. It was all about energy distribution. Yeah, I think we expended a lot of energy in the first half, and in the second half, I think they also came in with a lot of energy. So, but then the most important thing is that we kept our structure on the field. We changed our game approach from trying to build up to trying to use the players on the flanks, trying to play the ball behind them, and it worked. We had some few chances out of those long surging passes, and I think it was good for us.
Indiana Stars head coach Yahweh Champon wasn't too happy with his side's display.
Very disappointed because especially in the first half, we did it. To me, it wasn't a good game at all in the first half. But I think we came back strongly in the second half, knowing that we can equalize or do something, but we couldn't come. I'm a little disappointed.
Elsewhere, Bufakwa Tano and BBN Gold Stars played out a goalless draw. Bufakwa head coach Stephen Frimpong-Manso shared his thoughts after that game.
I think we did well. For me, looking at where we are coming from and then looking at the kind of oppositions that we've been meeting, I think we played well. Because BBN, they are a very strong team. They have a very experienced midfield. You know, at any point in time, you could see they pose a threat. So for me, a draw is better than getting nothing.
Let's now hear from Gold Stars head coach Michael Osei.
Actually, it was a very difficult game for both teams. Both teams were very tactical, disciplined. And the intensity of the game was very high. And then my guys was amazing, putting such a performance to get our first away point. I will congratulate them because it was very, very tough and difficult game.
You heard Michael Osei, who is head coach of BBN Gold Stars. Great Olympics will take on Accra Lions later today. Now, we spent a lot of time last week telling you about the great work slated for Saturday here in Accra. And boy, did the attendance surprise all of us. Scores of people from around the capital gathered for the great work, which is one of the several events being put together by the Dansuman Keep Fit Club, the First National Bank, the Multimedia Group, and the Graphic Communications Group to sensitize the public on this year's FMB Accra Marathon. Gary Al Smith sent this after walking with them.
Well, the weather has been perfect for this walk, a 12-kilometer affair, as the Multimedia Group joined the First National Bank on this exercise, powered by the Dansuman Keep Fit Club, which is where the walk started. The aim is to get people in the area, to move their muscles, and equally important, to let them know that the FMB Accra Marathon, that's Ghana's biggest marathon, is back after a few years off. The main event is on the 11th of November. And starting from the Keep Fit Club, it went through the Dansuman Roundabout, through Russia Road, Zongo Junction, the Kolibu Road, Banana Inn, Exhibition, back through the highway, and back here at the Dansuman Keep Fit Club. Now that it's all done, people are powering down, there's a bit of refreshment going on, and there's the official public launch of the FMB Accra Marathon, powered by First National Bank with support always from Belacqua Yango, Hollard Insurance, the official media partnership being from the Multimedia Group and the Graphic Communications Group. It was all a good affair and counting down to the 11th of November.
Elsewhere in Europe, 2 goals from Cristiano Ronaldo helped Portugal seal qualification to next summer's European Championship with 3 games to spare as the hosts beat Slovakia by 3 goals to 2. Kylian Mbappe scored twice, including a stunning second goal from outside the box as France beat the Netherlands by 2 goals to 1 to secure a Euro 2024 ticket. Spain also booked their place in the championship with a 1-0 win over Norway. That brings an end to Sports Center here on Joy 99.7 FM. My name is Daniel Kranti.
All right, thanks Daniel for sports here on the Super Morning Show. There's more on myjoyonline.com. Right now though, it's time for Food for Thoughts with Uncle Abel White, is brought to us by Riverman Productions. Be the difference. And Uncle Abel White joins us. A very good morning to you, Uncle.
Gorgeous, good morning.
Good morning. I was waiting for Be the Difference.
I said it, but I realized I had not unmuted my mic.
Okay, sure.
And so that was lost. Maybe this morning as I was listening to Winston, it occurred to me that one of the things that make the Super Morning team stand out, one of the things that make the Super Morning show a compelling listening is the fact that the team members don't just sit in Accra. and talk. They go to the field. You know, you, Kojo, Winston, almost every weekend find yourself somewhere just so you can bring us information. And for that, thank you very much. And God bless all of you.
Amen, Uncle. Thank you too.
Just that when they travel, when the team travel, they don't bring anything. I mean, they don't.
Yeah, there's a pineapple.
Yeah. When they are going, they don't cry. Then when they come back to, they don't bring.
They bring information now.
Maybe before I go on to my presentation, let me say thank you to Hanson Road SDA. They hosted me on Saturday.
Right.
Hanson Road SDA Church. I am so grateful for your fellowship and for your friendship. Thank you very much. Last week, I got to spend time with a remarkable man. In our conversation, he shared with me some of the sensitive information in Ghana he is privy to. He had encountered people in positions of responsibility and authority, and he had not met any of them who put Ghana ahead of their personal interests. He gave instances in which key people have sold Ghana short for their greed, and he got very emotional as he kept talking of how everything in Ghana now is about money. He thought the future of Ghana was even more bleak than what we are experiencing in the present. Then, in frustration, he asked me, "Why do you still have hope in Ghana when I know you know what is going on?" Maybe it is not the first time I have been asked this question, and it is not the first time I am talking about hope in Ghana on Food for Thought. But in most cases, when people ask me, "Why do you still hope in Ghana?" they ask it to ridicule me or to tease me or to get affirmation from me. But this was the first time someone was asking me the question as if to accuse me of wrongdoing. He asked it as if in my preaching hope, I was creating problems for those who listened to me, as if I was dooming my listeners to live in illusion. I know that this remarkable man loves Ghana. I know that he is not the only one to give up hope. And so, for him and for people like him, I want to share with you what I said to him. Why do I still hope in Ghana? Reason number one, I cannot afford despair. The fact is, when you lose hope, you lose everything. Anne Frank, a German-born Jewish girl who died at the hands of the Nazi in 1945, wrote in her diary, quote, "I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains," end of quote. And this is from a girl who was in there facing concentration camp. The truth is that none of us can afford to lose hope and survive. When you lose hope in anything, you have condemned that thing to destruction. So I don't think that we can call ourselves Ghanaians and say we have lost hope in Ghana. That makes us part of the problems of Ghana, because those who lose hope in anything work to destroy it. For instance, if you lose hope in your leg, you will have it amputated. If you lose hope in the life of a loved one, you would ask the doctors to pull the plug on his life support system. So we cannot afford to lose hope in Ghana, no matter what. Ghana is the only country we have. When you declare that you have no hope in Ghana, what you are really saying is that you are prepared to aid the destruction of Ghana. Why do I still have hope in Ghana? Reason number two, I have seen Ghana come back from worse. I lived through the days of Kalabuli. I lived through the days when the shelves in supermarkets were empty and major supermarkets like Kingsway had to fill their shelves with plantain and yams. At least on one occasion in 1983, my car spent 4 days in a queue at a filling station just to get 3 gallons of fuel. I lived through the days when we fought to buy kenke raw from the kenke seller, because if you waited for it to be cooked, you might not get some to buy. And this was not kenke made with a normal healthy maize, but with yellow corn that was meant for poultry. Yes, I've seen Ghana come back from worse, and we can do it again. Why do I still have hope in Ghana? Reason number 3, the solution is in our hands. What gives me hope in Ghana is that our solution to our woes and poverty and misery is in our hands. We all have our roles to play, and if we all did our duty to Ghana, it will not matter what external factors confront us. But I know that it is impossible to get everyone to do what is right. And that is why I am glad that God has put the solution in the hands of the few who claim to know him in Ghana. The Bible says in 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. Quote, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I'll forgive their sin and will heal their land." End of quote. What we need is divine healing for our land, and God has shown us how to get that healing. It requires the following steps. Step number 1, humble ourselves and pray and seek his face. I know that Ghanaians pray a lot, but that is not all. Step number 2, turn from our wicked ways. We are praying a lot, but I don't think we are turning from our wicked ways. Last Thursday, I spoke about how to survive in Ghana. And the 9th point I made is that we love to go to church, but it should not fool you to think that we love God and fear God. I talked about how the churches themselves cannot trust their cash teams, made up of devoted church members, to count God's money in God's house without stealing some of the money. It is easy to point fingers at the politicians, but if those who claim to know God obeyed this single verse in the Bible, Ghana would be healed. And I'm confident that sooner or later, the Spirit of God will convict his people to rise up to the occasion by calling on his name, humbling themselves, praying and seeking his face, and most importantly, turning from their wicked ways, from our wicked ways. John Calvin, the French theologian and reformer, said, quote, "We should ask God to increase our hope when it is small, awaken it when it is dormant, confirm it when it is wavering, strengthen it when it is weak, and raise it up when it is overthrown." End of quote. The historian Tom Head also said, quote, "Life is meaningless only if we allow it to be. Each of us has the power to give life meaning, to make our time and our bodies and our words into instruments of love and hope." End of quote. I invite you to join us, the few Ghanaians who still want our time, our bodies, and our words to be instruments of love and hope. Nelson Mandela, the celebrated African, said, quote, "I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. That way lays death and defeat." End of quote. And gorgeous, that is my presentation for today.
I am hopeful. Things will
We've got to be.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
We've got to be. We've got to be. And you know, maybe the danger is that once you give up hope, then you throw your hands up and you join those who are destroying Ghana. As the saying goes, if you can't beat them,
you join them.
You join them. But no, we can beat them.
Right. Yes, we can. Thank you, Uncle.
Yes. All right, and all the best.
I wish you the same. That's Food for Thoughts, brought to you by Rovam Productions. Be the difference. It's a minute after 8. Apologies. Let's now bring you the Business Minutes, which is brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts. Here are the latest updates from the just ended annual IMF World Bank meetings in Marrakesh, Morocco. China and France have given some indication of signing an MOU with Ghana to restructure the country's bilateral debt. This was disclosed by Finance Minister Ken Foriata. Meanwhile, IMF boss Kristalina Georgieva has hinted that Ghana and Sri Lanka have advanced with the G20 Common Framework for Debt Treatments. This should soon pave way for a probable agreement with the bilateral creditors for the external debt restructuring. The director of the IMF Africa Department, Abebe Selassie, has indicated that it's not the turn of the bilateral creditors to respond positively to the corrective measures Ghana has taken. In other news, the former chairman of the Bank of China has been arrested over suspicions of bribery and giving illegal loans. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts.
Wake up. Good morning. Good morning.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Thanks to Daryl and the business team for bringing us the Business Minutes, which is brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator expert. So Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG Limited, your most trusted Ghanaian bank, will be hosting its maiden edition of the Thought Leadership Breakfast meeting here in Accra on this Thursday, 19th of October 2023. So join us live here on Joy FM and CBG social media handles. We're talking Facebook, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn. 10 a.m. prompt as we discuss the theme import versus export, role of CBG policymakers and SMEs in fostering business growth and currency stabilization. The event will bring together experts, policymakers, and industry leaders to discuss the vital role of banking institutions like CBG in shaping the future of international trade and business growth. Key speakers include Dr. Efua Asabi Asare, CEO of the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, Mr. Kwamina Duka, CEO of Development Bank Ghana, Mr. Patrick Nimo, Chief Director, Ministry of Trade and Industry, Madam Edwina Asan, Sector Chair, Association of Ghana Industries. Also speaking on the platform, Professor Godfred Bokbin, Professor of Finance, University of Ghana Business School, as well as Divine Kutoche, Program Officer, National After Coordination Office. We have Dr. Kwesi Eyim Dake, President of AGI, as well as Mr. Kwesi Koboy, CEO of Ghana Incentive-Based Risk-Sharing System for Agricultural Lending. It's going to be exciting and educative, so join the CBG Thought Leadership Breakfast meeting live here on Joy 99.7 FM and CBG social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn on this Thursday, 19th of October, 10 a.m. prompt. Call CBG on 0302 216,000 or send an email to talk to us at cbg.com.gh for further inquiries. CBG, we stand with you.
I'll be there. I'll be at that program. We're still here.
I
No, are you talking about the official one that is taken by GRA?
No. This one is to the team.
Okay.
One for the team.
Anointed Electrical Engineering Services is into the sales of ultra silent generators, and the emphasis is on ultra silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA, and they undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds of for various generators, and also do generator rentals. In East Legon, you can locate them on the Lagos Avenue opposite Tomric Hotel, in Tema on the Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead, and at Odoko, where we have our head office, number 77 Anointed House off the Odoko Malam Road. We have branches nationwide. Anointed, the generator expert. Contact us on 0243 480334.
And Roverman Productions Roadshow, the play Husband Material 7 Years, is in Tamale this Saturday, 21st of October. Here's how you can get a ticket. Dial star 365 star 535 hash, star 365 star 535 hash. If you have family, you're going to Tamale this weekend, please get a ticket for your friends and family so you can watch Husband Material 7 Years, an original Ebo-wide play. Coming up on the Super Morning Show this morning.
EPA, we are also into research.
Dr. Jackson Edia Nyantachi is the half-original director of the Environmental Protection Agency.
In face samples that were taken from River Tano at the Dantano area there, I thought I was just doing something simple. But when I realized the levels of mercury in the face samples, I became so alarmed. I looked at the levels in muscle, the fish muscles, the head, the gills, the eye, and the bones. The highest concentration was in the gills. The bones were also there. So since then, I have stopped eating the head of the fish as well as the bones. I only eat the muscles, and that is it.
Well, so when I started this morning and I asked that question, do you know the food you eat? Where it comes? Do you know the source of the food that you eat? Mama V, look, this is a situation that concerns and affects all of us. None of us is exempt because I don't even know the food that I ate yesterday. I don't know where, it was gotten from. All I know is that you have, tomatoes, you have pepper from a farm. Sometimes you say, I bought it from this place. But the fish that you consume, do you know where the fish was reared or probably gotten and transported to Accra where you bought it?
And you might even be labeling under the misapprehension that you are consuming organic food.
Yeah.
It's green, it's from the farms, it's from a community. It's not actually something you think has gone through the other ways you don't like.
But where?
But if anybody has gone through the process and actually broken down the food to its basic elements and broken it to the lowest level for you to know the kind of chemicals you're consuming, because essentially it comes down to chemicals, whichever form it is. The dangerous ones, which they are forcing into our water bodies, seeping and destroying lands all over the place. It might not take an immediate effect on you, but it might be piling up in your system and killing you in the future. And I'm saying this country's healthcare system, it's not the very best of things. So what we should not be doing is compounding problems on it. That's what I was saying previously, that I'm not a beneficiary of galamsey. How then do I become a victim of the process? When I've not contributed in any way to it, when I've not supported it, I'm not giving my money for it, I've not bought anybody an excavator, I'm not one of the rich people who are actually sponsoring all of these processes, or I'm not digging anybody's town for it. And yet, you and I, very removed from the situation, perhaps that's why we do not care, because where you live, they're not digging your backyard. So you really think that it's okay, even though your hometown might have it. Then this problem is actually affecting all of us. So it puts all of this into a different perspective.
Right.
It's an existential crisis we need to deal with.
You're right, and I come from a mining area.
Yeah.
So look, I've lost cousins to illegal mining.
Yeah.
I remember in 2012, my cousin I used to do everything with died when the pit in which they were mining caved in. He died. It was like 3 or 4 days to the 2012 election. And so I remember that very well. And I've lost other people through mining. So you know the effects of mining. And so you're asking yourself the simple question, what in God's name would let us do the things we do? Look, even the person mixing everything, and in this documentary you would find out, is not spared.
Yeah.
Why are we killing ourselves? Why are we poisoning ourselves with all kinds of health complications just because we want to mine gold, when we could have done it legally and prevent all of these things?
The extreme deformities. When you ask the question, imagine that you have a baby with no sex, with eyes not forming properly. I was just, that's something that I cannot imagine. I cannot. And I don't wish that on anyone. but doctors are actually discovering that people who are exposed particularly to mercury and are breathing, and this is normal air, you think you're breathing to live, but you're actually breathing to die. And they are making this discovery so far in 4 regions. We're not far away from this. And that's why this documentary is super important today, produced by Erastus Asari Donko. We will share details of that with you here on the Super Morning Show. We're also focusing on that spillage and its effect in the Volta region. Mepe, heavily the entire township, I got that live report yesterday that the whole town is submerged now. And Winston, you were there in Akosombo, and we're still spilling the water. So there's no end to this. We don't know if, in fact, even VRA doesn't know when this is going to end. So it still continues. There are people who have been misplaced. I spoke to Ivy Setoji yesterday, who was explaining that people were sleeping in classrooms. But they can no longer afford to do that. So that now they're asking actually for tents, temporal structures to be put up, because these are classrooms. For how long can they put up in classrooms?
Well, you're right, and we'll get into all of this. Of course, the people would also need help. I just realized that the Old Mali Students Union are urging members to contribute so that as a union, they could also make a presentation to the people of North Tong, South Tong, and Central Tong. That's something all of us can do.
And there are many people who are of rank and privilege in the Republic of Ghana. This is how you show that you believe in the people and you can actually be part of this philanthropic quest.
Yeah.
Put your money where you can save lives of our own people, people who are dear to us. We are related, whichever ways you find it to be, because it becomes a general burden. If a disease breaks out right there, it affects everybody in the Republic of Ghana. So it's in our interest to make sure that we all come together at this time to solve problems of, at least they are counting 6,000. You think about it, 6,000. How many people in an area do you expect to be? In fact, we say in our country, a small village with 500 people.
Yeah.
So look at that.
We have about 10,000 people affected.
Yes.
This is record from NatMo and Co on the ground. But that's our big stories coming up here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by Vodafone. Further together, latest film, your partner for Life, Belmonte, by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience. Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking.
So I have amazing news for you, Mamavi. Vodafone Cash Special Bundles just got sweeter with the new Vodafone Cash Special Voice offer with only 5 Ghana Cedi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Ghana Cedi. You can get 200 minutes of talk time. 200 great minutes of talk time. Valid for 7 days to all networks. You can make calls to all networks all week long at the best value on Vodafone Cash Special Voice offer. Talk for 200 minutes with just 5 Ghana Cedi. And it's only available on Vodafone Cash. Just dial *110# to purchase your bundle, or visit my Vodafone app to make your purchase. I mean, you can connect with your loved ones with the Vodafone Cash Special Bundle. You don't have to wait for midnight. You know, sometimes there. You don't have to wait for midnight. This one, just 5 Ghana Cedi. You can discuss all your issues in this world. 200 great minutes. Yeah.
That excites you. I know why.
Oh.
Are you looking for 1, 2, 3 L-shaped sofa crafted to the finest detail and available in various colors for your home, office, or hotel? If you're looking for comfort, durability, quality, and perfect finishing, then look no further. Latest Foam is your one-stop shop, whatever your choice or budget. Buy from the best, not imitated. Buy Latest Foam, and Latest Foam is certainly your partner for life.
So you're not one of those persons who, pile up rubbish in heaps in front of your beautiful house. Charlie, change your style. Don't be like that. Or you're one of those who wait for the rains and then dump your rubbish in the gutter. Change your style too. Don't be like that. Well, Zoom Lion has gone digital and introduced a whole new baller style. Just dial *857# on your phone to request for a bin or make payments for your services with no hassle. Enjoy amazing discounts when you pay with *857# across all networks. Call 0501 518410. DM us on social media platforms to find out more. Change your baller style today. Chia, Zoom Lion. the waste management experts.
So you know what we are discussing today. Please join us with your thoughts on WhatsApp 055111199. Send your experts. In fact, post on X at the hashtag Joy SMS. Social media messages on the show brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health, and GTP Lifestyle.
So everyday people face different emergencies, police, fire, medical emergency, you name them. But many Ghanaians don't know the emergency numbers. Well, here's one you should always remember. Star 770 hash. Yes, star 770 hash is the new EcoBank Money emergency number, and star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payments, time and data purchases, and so much more even without data. So there's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial star 770 hash now. For solutions to your money emergencies, EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank.
Now we know Franco Trading has taken delivery of those wonderful things, right? CCTV camera with on-screen display menu and easy configuration. They are also chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machines. They also have in stock all types of phones and accessories, smart TVs within the range of 32 to 55 inches. Then there is the Franco air conditioner. If you want horsepower, it's 1.5, 2.0, and also 2.5 horsepower. Enjoy up to 40% discount online and also in all our shops nationwide. All you need to do is download the Franco Trading app on Play Store or visit francotrading.com. Don't, as we always caution you, pick our numbers on Google. Get these numbers rather. Call us on 0246 422 338, 0246 422 338, or 055 5939 311. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone papa.
And Ray, we have a big birthday dedication, don't we?
Yes, that goes out there to the main man, the big boss, the one who's giving you very, very silent, ultra silent generators in the Republic of Ghana. Of course, I mean, we understand that recently he celebrated his birthday. So belated happy birthday to Engineer Samuel Ejay Boatin, the CEO of Anointed Electricals. Of course, yesterday was his birthday, and this is from the Don Dada Max Fuga.
And all of us, the entire SMS team.
I'm the one who said it. Yeah, I'm saying all
you
of us.
said Max.
No, I'm saying it's for him first. Then I'm saying, but I'm the one who said it's for all of us. Why are you making it look like I'm exempting you? Yeah, it's from Winston too. So for the voice, that's some doubt anyway.
Yes, from all of us. You don't claim anything.
I didn't say from me. I just said from the team.
No, to personalize that thing, like
Belated happy birthday, sir. We hope that you had fun yesterday. Continue today. It's your day.
Yes.
You want the birthday to be what? 2 days or what?
Why not? It was a weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, it's 18 minutes after 8 here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us on the Super Morning Show. Send your messages. Continue to send those messages to 05511119997. That's our WhatsApp number. Go to Joy997. Post your messages on X and please add the hashtag Joy SMS.
Wake up. Good morning. Good morning.
Doing gets you learning. Learning starts you wondering. Wondering triggers thinking. Thinking becomes planning. Planning evolves to trying. After trying, you're succeeding, winning, owning. Now, doing that starts with outdoing your limits. Outdo them all with MTN. So, what are we doing today?
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 10100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download 1xBet app. Make a deposit and you get 300% bonus on up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. The biggest bonus ever. 1xBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to 1xBet.com.gh. Register with promo code Welcome Ghana and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. 1xBet gives you more. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Ever visited a shop, picked a whole basket of provisions, toiletries, and very essential things you need, battled a long queue to finally pay, only to be told you can't pay to a merchant number? The way that thing they pay, but with Vodafone Cash, there is no problem. Now on Vodafone Cash, you can pay all merchants on all networks. Easy peasy, straight, direct, sharp from your Vodafone Cash wallet to any merchant number on other networks. So whether you are buying provisions or fuel, medication or food, whatever the service or need, just pay conveniently from Vodafone Cash to any merchant number. Simply dial *110# to make payment to merchants on other networks today. Vodafone.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from latex foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex foam, your partner for life.
Some banks treat you like this. Others like this. But at Access Bank, we treat you like this. Why settle for less when the best customer experience starts and ends at Access Bank? We are always on call all week from Monday to Sunday to offer you the best financial advice and solutions. It's not just talk, it's about time you experienced it too. Visit any Access Bank branch today or call us toll free 0800 00 4400.
Access Bank, more than banking.
My pension, my future. The National Pensions Regulatory Authority (NPRA), in partnership with the Ministry of Employment, Labor Relations and Pensions, brings you the National Pensions Fair 2023. All roads lead to the Pensions Fair at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, AMA 4 Courts, from Monday 23rd to Wednesday 25th October, 10 a.m. each day. Theme: My Pension, My Future. The 3-day fair brings all stakeholders together for the advancement of pensions in the country. The Pensions Fair will educate attendees on the 3-tier scheme. This is a great opportunity for the employed and self-employed, as well as the informal sector workers, to learn about how they can plan for their retirement. Sponsors are Ghana Link, Blue Skies, Gihawk, Belacqua, Hisense, Twillium Industries, and the Chamber of Corporate Trustees. NPRA, ensuring retirement income security.
EcoBank Mobile to make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile to make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You gon' enjoy it. In my Brahmin check. Brahmin check. In my Brahmin check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Kim promise.
Hey
Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
How?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel. And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes, if you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534 or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Hey, then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
About 1/3 of a million people live with HIV in Ghana. Close to 10,000 of them die each year, mostly as a result of a lack of antiretroviral drugs and adherence. In fact, close to 57% of children under 14 years living with HIV do not receive antiretroviral drugs, again as a result of inadequate funds to provide them with medication.
Life expectancy for these children is grim. The big worry: close to 16,300 people are newly infected with HIV each year. With this alarming rate of HIV infections, all of us are in danger, and Ghana is headed for an epidemic explosion if nothing is done now to avert it. While the Ghana AIDS Commission is working hard to overturn the situation, the Commission urgently needs funding support from corporate Ghana and individuals to save lives. We're therefore appealing to you, corporate entities and individuals, to support the National HIV and AIDS Fund by dialing star 9898 hash on MTN and Vodafone and follow the prompts, or pay into the National HIV and AIDS Fund account number 101-863-161-3233 Bank of Ghana. Your donation will be used to prevent new infections and provide care for people living with HIV, including children affected by AIDS. For further information, please call Ghana AIDS Commission on 0302 919260 or email info@ghanaids.gov.gh. Give to save a life today. Ghana AIDS Commission, partnering to eliminate HIV and AIDS.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super
Of course, illegal mining hurting all of us. Very soon we'll bring you our latest Hotline documentary, Poison for Gold, which will also be live on Facebook as well as on our YouTube pages. So you could get to watch it and also listen to it on Joy 99.7 FM. But first, a wise man once said, don't just make money, make a difference. And at ABSA, we believe in helping you make a difference through our personal loans. With an ABSA personal loan, you can get up to 500,000 collateral-free loan to finance your personal projects with a flexible payment plan of up to 7 years. Fixed and competitive interest rates. The ABSA personal loan is just what you need to open the door to the life you deserve. So visit the nearest ABSA branch or call your personal banker to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions do apply.
And Ghana, get ready for a game-changing event that will transform how we handle our country's precious resources. The Circular Economy Platform, organized by the German Development Cooperation GIZ, will be focusing on answers to sustainable management of e-waste, plastics and textiles in Ghana. Join us at WASI 2023 or WASI 23 on October 18th. That's Wednesday and Thursday 19th at the Grand Arena. Please mark the date, October 18th and 19th at the Grand Arena.
So are you worried about your parties, weddings, outdoorings, funerals, hangouts, or what really you will drink or enjoy during these celebrations? Are you also worried about how to celebrate your friends and families during that special occasion? With Bigo, no wahala for the occasion. Bigo Drinks has made it easy for everyone to enjoy and have the ideal celebration. It comes with different, distinct and captivating flavors, each one specifically created to enrich every moment and bring vitality to your life. The flavors include cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, lemon, lime, and orange. You want me to ask you which one you like?
No.
I'll get it for you.
No, you don't.
Oh,
stop making
promise and fail. Continue.
It comes in. It comes in 16 and 20 in the pack. A lot to go around in various packs. It's refreshing and of good quality. Unlike my promises, infuse color into your life and get rejuvenated. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself and loved ones to a memorable experience. Bigo Drinks, another quality product from Trillium Industries Limited. This advert is FDA approved. I didn't know that people were opposed to my.
No,
clearly.
We're not opposed to anything. But let's get into our latest Hotline documentary, because at the heart of illegal mining craze, babies are being deformed. Their formative stages are interrupted by poisonous minerals exposed by irresponsible mining. But those who seek gold continue to expose these toxins that nature once hidden. Ghana's water bodies have become lifeless. Across the country, they flow like a plague, polluting the sea with the venom of illegal mining. But even more worrying is the pollution of our airspace with vaporized mercury. Erastus Asaridonko and his team investigate how silently Ghanaians may be poisoned for gold. And like I indicated, this is also live on our Facebook page, Joy 99.7 FM, and also on YouTube, Joy 99.7 FM.
Water is life. And we can liken that to the blood in the human body. It circulates to every part of the body and makes it function. Imagine polluted blood or contaminated blood, poisoned blood, going through your fingers or any part of your body. That organ ceases to function. Today, the lifeblood of our very existence, the soil, the trees, our ecosystem, fruits, vegetables, agriculture, every part is being poisoned in a quest to make money, to look for gold. Vast resources like these supporting our ecosystem is being poisoned by mining, irresponsible mining. In this documentary, we're going to look at our various sources of water, the pollution, the contaminants, levels of poisoning and how that is affecting your life, your very existence.
Meet baby X, preserved in formalin at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology for observation. He or she is not your normal baby. Baby X is deformed. It has no genitals. It has 6 fingers and 6 toes and a malformed head. This baby was discovered by Professor Osei Sampini, a pathologist, scientist, and a senior lecturer with the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
The first case I had was in the Western North, which is Bibiani to be precise. The mother was sent to the labor ward. She couldn't make it, so she died. And you see, once the person dies, usually the doctors will not go ahead to do cesarean section. The baby and the mother are sent to the morgue, and then another person comes in to remove the baby.
This was after the autopsy to separate the baby from the mother, who died before delivery.
The baby or the fetus that was in the mother's womb was deformed. Deformed in the sense that the baby had multiple limbs, including, I'm talking about upper and lower limbs. The eye was not well formed, fused together. He had no sexes, that is, there was no identifiable sex. And generally, I mean, in medicine we call it dysmorphic, where you could not see anything that makes the baby, I mean, if he had been even born, would have lived comfortably in life.
Professor Sampini traces the cause of the deformities to heavy concentrations of lead, mercury, and cyanide found in the placenta.
Mercury, cyanide, lead, and arsenic, yes, in that order. They were all there. They were all there. Of course, in some appreciable concentration that could be damaging to the normal function or the normal development of the DNA, the baby, and so on and so forth. Once it is in the placenta, naturally to be in the baby, because the placenta is the only means by which the baby gets his feed. Even the oxygen the baby gets is from the placenta. Everything that the baby gets was in the uterus is from the placenta.
Baby X is perhaps the strongest proof ever of how heavy metal contamination can alter the developmental stages of a fetus, leading to extreme deformation in babies.
I was surprised because medicine evolves. People have done studies in some of these things. So if you see them in the literatures, the books that you read, the biology books, the pathology books, anatomy books, the histology books and all those things, sometimes you see them, you feel these are things that are just because that they are just like toys or something that do not exist, people's, imaginations. But when I saw it, then I realized that yes, it's true.
Baby X's preserved body is a grim presentation of an unseen danger lurking in the midst of communities affected by irresponsible mining and the selfish pollution of the Ghanaian environment for gold. Professor Sampine has so far seen and tested 4 of such babies with extreme deformities. He has similarly found disturbing levels of lead and mercury in all of them.
I had a similar call to go and get another one done. That was in Central Region, Dunkwa Hospital. And the same thing was found. Then comes other cases in the Ashanti region, where another one was also, found to be in a similar manner. And then the Western region, again, where another one was also found. Then I realized that there should supposed to be some correlation here. And that correlation is what? The spillage of what? Any pollutant, any form of pollutant into the system, to the ecosystem, where we need to actually address. Then I decided, look, let me just now get all the placentas labeled, parts of the babies, these fetuses, parts, organs, like the kidney, the liver, these vital organs. Let me just take bits and pieces of them and then do some work, laboratory work around it, and see what could be the reason.
He concludes that this is a grim reality of a possible widespread catastrophe which needs further public health research on a large scale.
The conclusion is that heavy metals are in the system. When you read other literatures in Ghana, we have realized that, people have done some work in water bodies, soil, and probably the atmosphere. But let me just say that not only that, now it is gone beyond that. And I told you, this work is not something that I can boldly say that it affects everybody. But those ones that I've done, only 4 fetuses that I've done, I believe, and I have seen that the heavy metals are there, were found in them. And so that is why, maybe in addition to other factors, other environmental factors or genetic factors or something, the stimulant or the stimulant could be just the heavy metal.
One way baby X's mother may have been exposed to mercury is through inhalation of vaporized mercury through the smelting of gold in Ghana's rural settings. This miner is mixing mercury with gold-containing material. The mercury traps all the gold to form a silver-looking solid or mercury-gold amalgam. He takes the amalgam to a gold dealer to sell. At Koniao, a small farming and mining community in the Bekwai municipality of the Ashanti region, Kofi Asare works as a gold dealer. He represents the over 1,000 of such gold buyers who have pitched camps like these across the country, smelting, weighing and buying gold from mostly illegal miners.
I buy them gold dust many. So, and by the gold dust too, there's a mercury inside. They use mercury to extract the gold. So you need to use fire or gas to heat it.
He heats the gold mercury amalgam he gets from these artisanal miners with a blowtorch or sets them on fire to vaporize the mercury in obtaining the gold. The process produces a poisonous white foggy-looking vapor which fills the immediate environs.
When you are burning it, the smoke starts coming out. So it can come out for that period. So I can, if the substance is very big, I can use almost 30 seconds to burn it. So that 30 seconds, the smoke can stay for that 3 to 2 minutes. Yeah, it can stay. But if it is small, less than 5 seconds or to 10 seconds, I'm done with it. So that one, it doesn't stay for long.
After 8 years of doing this job, he suffered a major health blow about a month ago.
I was at work I saw that my hands was shaking, my body was shaking. I couldn't even stand my hands for some. You see, it's shivering, but that time it was very high. And I can't even hold pen to write. I can't even hold phone, hold water to drink. I was feeling I was feeling hard to do it. My intestines were the same. It was really shaking. I feel like something was inside my body. I can't take food. If I take food, I used to vomit.
But Asari is not the only person exposed. He is silently poisoning the entire community. The mercury vapor eventually settles in the surrounding environments, such as in the air, water, sediments, and soil.
You even see it move out. So if you're having windows, it move out. But if you're not having windows, it stays. I feel very sad. I feel very, very sad. But there's nothing that I can do.
This vaporized mercury is highly toxic and is especially very toxic to pregnant women and their unborn children. Professor Sampini explains why.
Infants, children, and even, let's say, embryos, things that are being developed within the mother after conception. When the mother is now, the baby is now being formed. These are places or these are areas that are able to absorb most of these things. Either by inhalation, the mother will inhale it, goes through the blood, and then the child gets it through the placenta. It comes in so much so that if it is so much that the baby can even bear, then the mother may have to abort the baby because the baby cannot continue to grow in such an environment. So it becomes so poisonous and it becomes poisonous to the mother. So the mother will have to abort it. But if for some reason the baby is able to grow with it and be delivered, then it comes to what we call congenital anomalies of various forms. Some of which having the child having multiple limbs, limb growing from the chest, limbs growing from the the shoulders, the pelvis, the back, limbs even growing from the abdomen, and also and then sometimes you may have conditions where the stomach wall is not formed by skin. You see something translucent, very plain thing that you can see the child's intestines, the liver, everything.
In Ghana, these gold smelting centers are scattered across the rural terrain in galamsey-prone communities. However, the mercury they burn daily is a neurotoxin that persists in the ecosystem and bioaccumulates in the food chain.
Mercury in air, it is one huge challenge that we are being faced with.
Dr. Eugene Ansa is a scientist in charge of the Sheath Laboratory of the Chemistry Department at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. He has been using a mercury air analyzer to test for mercury air concentration in communities where gold smelting is done.
What we saw was that most people were exposed indirectly to mercury vapor, farther away from the point source, that's the point of application or the point of amalgamation and roasting. We checked the levels at the lower floor, at the nose level, and at the upper floor, and I estimated the health risk associated with it. And all of them, we saw that as far as you living in that room is concerned, you are exposed, and there is a greater danger associated with it. Mercury exposure has got a lot of health effects. For pregnant women, it will affect you, it will affect the baby that is developing within you. You can get bone cancer or leukemia from this. Fetal deformities are all things that you have.
But not all of these poisonous elements are introduced by the miners. Many of them are naturally occurring elements.
God, who is all-knowing and knew what he was giving to mankind, decided to keep certain minerals at a depth where humans will not have interactions with, because they contain some potential harmful elements.
Professor Emmanuel Ahin is the Dean of the School of Geoscience and Dean in charge of the Doma campus of University of Energy and Natural Resources. He is an applied geologist and council member of the International Medical Geology Association. He has done a lot of work on heavy metal contamination in Ghana.
Through the operation of this mining system, they bring these minerals to the surface. And then when they come up there, they become unstable because at that depth there, they exist in high temperature environment. So when you bring it up there, you have brought them to an environment where the temperature and the pressure are not conducive for them to stay there as the original mineral. So they get transformed. They form secondary minerals. And as they form these secondary minerals, they are mobilized into our water bodies, into the groundwater, and that is where we get exposed to them.
We sought to find more answers. Deep inside the greens of Chifo Kotochi and Chifo Etimokwa Old Town in the Chifo Etimokwa district of the Central Region, excavators are digging deep into the Earth's crust. Uncontrolled mining brings up toxic substances invisible to the naked eye. Naturally occurring elements like lead, mercury, cadmium, arsenic, and chromium occur naturally in the Earth's crust but can be released into the environment through uncontrolled mining. Heavy metals can enter the body through inhalation, ingestion, or skin contact. Professor Ahin notes the danger of the current uncontrolled, irresponsible mining across the country.
That water that is so dirty, everybody knows that it's dirty, so drinking it will be a challenge. The forests that are being cut are being degraded. When you get there and the forest is degraded, you see the impact, the consequences that will come later. But I'm so much interested in things that the effects will come many years to come, not immediately. And that is the ecosystem contamination.
A perfect example is an illegal miner we found along the River Pra at Chifo Kotochi in the Chifo Etimokwa district. He told us off camera that he has no license for the mining activity along the Pra. But he is seen directing his mining residue into the Pra River at Chifo Kotochi and a second site at Chifo Etimokwa Old Town. Along the Tano River, similar dangerous types of mining are happening. These Chinese miners are seen deliberately digging and washing mining residue into the Tano River at Boya, Bena, and Samreboy. This type of uncontrolled mining introduces naturally occurring poisonous heavy metals into water bodies like the Pra. The Environmental Protection Agency, in its research conducted on fishes in the Tano River in 2022, revealed alarming levels of mercury.
EPA, we are also into research.
Dr. Jackson Edia Nyantechi is the half-original director of the Environmental Protection Agency. He spoke at a transformational dialogue on small-scale mining organized by the University of Energy and Natural Resources, Sunyani.
In fish samples that were taken from River Tano at the Dantano area there, I thought I was just doing something simple. But when I realized the levels of mercury in the fish samples, I became so alarmed. I looked at the levels in muscle, the fish muscles, the head, the gills, the eye, and the bones. The highest concentration was in the gills. The bones were also there. So since then, I have stopped eating the head of the fish as well as the bones. I only eat the muscles, and that is it.
Pollutants from irresponsible or uncontrolled mining have the potential to accumulate in the human body over time, leading to a range of health problems. The extent of their toxicity depends on factors such as the specific metal, its concentration, the duration of exposure, and an individual's susceptibility. Bonsu has engaged in illegal mining for more than 2 years. He is currently not well. He has been having anxiety, palpitations, and doctors say his blood Hg levels are approximately 3 times upper limit of normal.
There are some of them who fortunately get to the hospital and we are able to intervene.
Dr. Yusuf Tijani is a medical doctor with the Samatex Hospital in Samreboy. He tells me his years of practice in the galamsey-prone area has exposed him to diagnosis of ailments that only point to exposure to toxins from irresponsible mining.
You find a gentleman walk into your consulting room, complains of headache, tiredness, can't sleep at night, heart is racing, headaches that, you've done all labs and they're not usual labs and they seem to be okay. Their blood count is okay, their malaria test is fine, their urine is okay, everything seems to be okay. And then when you go to their occupational history, they say they are engaged in galamsey, and then when you check their mercury levels, it's in the roofs. For example, we are tending to see a lot of chronic kidney diseases in very young people, age 20, 25, 30, and this didn't used to be the case. We've been running our hypertension and diabetes clinic for a very long time. And we know that there's a certain link between cyanide and the incidence of hypertension and hence chronic kidney failure. And a lot of these people are in these areas where the galamsey is very rampant. Yes. So yes, kidney disease, and I even suspect that liver disease, because we are tending to see a lot of also chronic liver disease in our young people population.
One of his patients is Bonsu.
This is 25-year-old who is complaining, same thing, headache, tired, dog. When I wake up in the morning, now I've stopped work because of that. Because there's really no energy. I wake up, I can't sleep in the night. My heart is racing. It's as if I've been cursed. That's, so to speak, that's what they described it. And then there was also a link in taking, during the history taking, a link that he has been engaged in galamsey. And in fact, he told me that when they bend, sometimes they use nose mask, but they themselves know that it is not protective enough.
After a series of toxicological tests, it was found that Bonsu's blood has astronomical levels of mercury. 100 micrograms per liter, about 5 times the accepted threshold. Bonsu and others who have these high concentrations of mercury can only manage their symptoms. After agreeing to an interview and sharing his initial thoughts with us, Bonsu later declined a full interview. About 12 miles from Samreboy, we hit Asankregwa, a town sprawling with the effects of irresponsible mining. It is also the capital of Amenfi West Municipal in the western region of Ghana. Here, a baby is born to a couple in one of the surrounding villages. Doctors and health workers at the Father Thomas Alaruni Memorial Catholic Hospital at Asankregwa are surprised at the features of the baby. The baby has one leg, no genitals, and no anus. Though there was no established cause of the baby's deformities, health authorities had one major suspicion. Dr. Richard Ankama is the senior medical officer who performed the delivery of the baby.
The latest scandal the woman brought showed that the water around the baby was very scanty, and so we had to quickly do CS for the woman on account of severe oligohydramnios. Surprisingly, the baby had only one lower limb. One lower limb with no sex. What I mean is no genitalia, so we can't say whether it's a male or it's a female. No anus, and in fact everybody was surprised. But unfortunately, few hours after delivery, the baby passed.
The baby's parents were quick to leave it due to stigma and had no interest in further investigations into the cause of the deformities.
He thought that we had delivered Mami Water baby.
Father of the baby was not interested in our request to help him probe further in finding the cause and possible remedies. In a developing country with limited health resources and low literacy rates, the mother of this baby may never know the source of her baby's predicament in an environment whose air is constantly polluted by poisonous substances.
With support from the Pan-African E-Commerce Initiative of GIZ, funded by the German government.
No matter your water needs, Sintex has it all. Sintex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Sintex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Sintex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project or demand, choose Sintex tank. Sintex tank, stress-free. Sintex tank, reliable. Sintex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Sintex tank, a strong, a tough.
The 11th West African Clean Energy and Environment Fair, WACE 2023, takes place from the 18th to the 19th of October 2023 at the Grand Arena, Accra. Accra International Conference Center. Be part of the interactive sessions on clean energy, water, and circular economy. This 2-day festival brings together West African and European industry experts, plus a showcase of exciting companies and the latest innovations from Switzerland, Austria, and Germany. Immerse yourself in insightful workshops on waste management, Ghana's decarbonization efforts, and circular economy platform on plastics and e-waste, organized by GIZ. WACI 2023 is organized by the Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Ghana and supported by the Konrad Adenauer Foundation. Media partners City FM, Joy FM, and BNFT. Entry is free. For further information, visit waki.net or call 0242 438 760.
Charlie, chairman is still not here. What at all could be the issue?
Calm down. I'm sure you'll be here soon.
Oh, guys, sorry I'm late. Koti babbed me for road, sake of my insurance expired. Some long issue, Charlie.
Chairman Pan, hey, you make Koti Bab you sake of you forget to renew your car insurance when you can get your car insurance sticker instantly on Hubtel. And best of all, you can set a reminder to renew. Simple matter. Just install the app, enter your car number, and oh la la, your instant insurance sticker is there.
Oh, really? Make I do am now before I forget. Edemu, Charlie, see. Edemu, insurance can Edemu one time. I can even renew it every month. Wow. Charlie, as for this one, today, as usual, the sitting is on me.
Visit hubtel.com/app to download your Hubtel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Hubtel is everything you.
Think about the future. Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And I know there are many of you who love to eat fish. In fact, you say that it's better to consume fish than red meat in particular. But listening to this documentary, that the fish that we so much cherish has lots of metals in there, mercury. I mean, just think about it for a minute. What you think is healthy, a healthier option, could actually be the very thing killing you. And not just killing you, but deforming you, making life so complicated for you. This morning, the man himself, the producer, the PAV answer communicator of the year, Erastus Asaredonko, is here. Erastus, good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Hope everything is fine.
Yeah, God is keeping us.
Indeed, God is keeping us, and we're going to get into that conversation about poison for gold shortly. But the multimedia group would like to congratulate Mr. Alex Adade, Mr. Alex Dade. That's Mr. Alex Dade, the executive group chairman of KGL and board chairman of GIPC, for winning the Man of the Year at this year's Emmy Awards. And so the multimedia group would like to congratulate Mr. Alex Dade, that's the executive group chairman of KGL and board chairman of GIPC, for winning the Man of the Year at this year's Emmy Awards. Congratulations, Alex Dade, for your award. But before we get into the discussion with Erastus, look, I've got some delicious news to share with you today. Imagine a biscuit made from real cereal, packed with wholesome oats and grains containing less sugar. This biscuit is not only a treat for your taste buds, but also a nutritious option for all ages. I'm talking about the McBerry Breakfast Cereal. McBerry Breakfast Cereal biscuit can be enjoyed at any time of the day, particularly at breakfast, with any beverage of your choice. It's delicious, nutritious, and affordable. It's made with whole grain oats packed with fiber and real cereals with less sugar. Worry no more with McBerry Breakfast Cereal. Your kids have the perfect snack they can take to school. But beware of imitation. Remember, go for the original McBerry Breakfast Cereal biscuit and start your day with a smile. McBerry Breakfast Cereal, goodness for your morning. This is FDA approved.
Now, are you tired of the daily commute to work during rush hour? Maybe you are planning a girls' night out and need a reliable ride. Perhaps you need to deliver an important parcel and want to get there on time. Well, whatever your reason for commuting, Access Bank and Uber have got you covered. With the Access Bank Visa card, you can now enjoy 30% off your Uber rides. You heard me right, 30% off every ride. Use promo code Access Ride Savings to enjoy affordable convenience and cheaper rides, even on a limited budget. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity to save big on your daily commute. Visit ghana.accessbankplc.com or social media today to learn more and start enjoying and saving on your Uber rides like never before. Access Bank, more than banking.
You know, sometimes buying your car insurance isn't really the problem. It is when you forget to renew it and get into trouble with the police, or when you have an accident, right? Instant car insurance is now on Haptel. Get your instant car insurance sticker anytime. No long things. Just install the Haptel app, enter your car number for your instant insurance sticker. You can also get a reminder for your next renewal date. Go to haptel.com/app to install your Haptel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Haptel is everything you.
And Africa World Airlines is celebrating its 11th anniversary and has introduced a new mobile app for passengers. The app allows users to book flights, manage reservations, and make payments conveniently. It's available on both iOS and Android, and the airline expresses gratitude for the support of its passengers over the years and looks forward to many more memorable journeys together. For more information, you can reach them on 0242 438888 or toll free 0800 200 200 or visit their website flyafricaworld.com. Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world.
And October is National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. The Cybersecurity Authority is joining the global community to commemorate this event. The theme is promoting a culture of digital safety. The Cybersecurity Authority encourages all businesses, agencies, schools, and faith group organizations to hold cybersecurity sensitization workshops in the month of October for their staff and members. Among key events would be the National Security Challenge for selected senior high school students, and among others. To partner or sponsor the 2023 edition of the National Cybersecurity Awareness Month in the organization of cybersecurity sensitization workshops and awareness programs, please call these numbers 0303 972 530 or 0303 972 531. You can also send an email to ncsam2023@csa.gov.gh. Cybersecurity Authority, securing a resilient digital Ghana.
You know, this is perhaps the best time to do this particular LPM. What's the listen though? Do you know really what water you consume, where it come from? That question is actually the core of our conversation. Immediately I saw this. But with Vena purified water, you're not guaranteed the pleasure you are guaranteed, not only guaranteed the pleasure of satisfying your thirst, but you're also assured of water that's purified using a series of filtration, reverse osmosis, UV sterilization, and ozonation. This is to meet the standard, the quality, and the standard that your body needs. With over 100k bottles consumed every single day, Vena has gained acceptance as the #1 water brand in Ghana today. Now, with every bottle of water you consume, you directly contribute to impacting lives through the Vena Changing Lives initiative. From its orphanage project to drilling of boreholes, surgery payments, and payment of fees for brilliant but needy students, Vena Purified Water continue to support and also promote many beneficiaries each year to change their lives for the better. Share the love, get a bottle of Vena Purified Water and enjoy the pure refreshing taste. Vena Purified Water is recommended also by the Ghana Medical Association. Vena Purified Water, changing people's lives. This advert is FDA approved.
Great, so let's get into the conversation now. And Erastus Asare Donko is here with us. He produced Poisoned for Gold. And look, I've got lots of people sending messages, Erastus, and they just can't believe that this is where we've reached as a people. I mean, I know you've done Destruction for Gold 1, 2, 3, we followed it up, but Poisoned for Gold, where did you get this idea from? Why poison for gold?
So when we started the extraction for gold and we're going on the field, we were seeing things that we did not believe ourselves. Various ailments that were linked somehow to illegal mining. In fact, when we went to Samreboy, we saw one particular gentleman who had developed kidney-related ailment. He was dying. He was all bloated, and they've tested everything. They were not getting anywhere near the cause. And then they asked him to go for a toxicology test. It came out that he had, high levels of mercury in his blood. He himself, he did not believe it. So we are seeing them all across. People complaining of a number of things. Doctors telling us that we are seeing childhood cancers that previously we did not see coming in from galamsey prone areas more. So when they tell us that, I felt that then why don't we go deep into this? Because we are showing the devastation, we are showing the polluted waters, but what is in the water that is flowing? So if you see the Ankubra so polluted and polluting the sea, what is in there? Because when we go on the field, we see people still fishing in these polluted waters. So we wanted to know, so if somebody is eating fish from that polluted river, what are the consequences, the health effects? And generally across the country, are we being poisoned in such a manner that secretly we don't even know? That is what informed the idea that, okay, let's get into this. And in fact, when I pushed it to my management, Kenansan also brought up, that idea that, okay, why don't we give the scientists, the researchers, the opportunity to tell us what they've done in that area. So we felt that, okay, let's go deep into it. So we started. And whilst we were doing that, we were also visiting forests and forest reserves that are being devastated. And we also felt that let's run the two together. And we birthed this idea. And in fact, the information we've gotten, the revelations from the ground, people volunteering information, victims of a number of ailments, they never knew that this is what hit them.
And I've just been, listening. We've just been listening to, that of the child and that man who said he couldn't write, he couldn't do anything, and when he was diagnosed with having complications from these metals. But also, talking about fishing even there, and there's one thing that I want us to talk on briefly before we get to talk about the other parts of the documentary. We thought we were safe with fish, but your work is telling us otherwise.
Yeah. In fact, when we went to the Tano River last year, when we did Distraction for Gold, we spoke to a fisherman who was continuously fishing and getting some fishes. And if you remember, in that documentary, he was telling us about the fish changing in his appearance and all that. When we went for this year's dialogue on small-scale mining, organized by the University of Energy and Natural Resources, then we had the EPA boss in the Volta region coming to share that research they've done in the Tano River, where they tested fish from the river, and they found high concentrations of mercury and other things in the gills of the fish and the bones. So it kept me thinking that then we have all these polluted rivers polluting the sea. In fact, if you go to Anglo Beach, which you'll be seeing in the subsequent editions of the Poison for Gold documentary, you see about 4 miles of the Pra River, as dirty as it is, polluting the sea. And you can fly the drone across for about 10 minutes and you see pollution of the sea. Wow. The Pra River polluting the sea as far as your eyes can see. And we are being told that it's now pushing the fishes in the sea away from the shore for about 3 miles or 4 miles. It's pushing them deep into sea. So if you go there right now, you see that the fishermen who had small boats and cannot travel more than 5 miles into the sea, now they are jobless because they cannot go deeper. And the fishes have moved because of the pollution. When you go to the Ankobra estuary as well, at Axim, Ankobra town or Sangoma, you realize the same thing. Fishes that they could catch at the estuary have now moved further off into the sea because of the pollution. So you ask yourself that what is in these waters? We fetched samples wherever we went, and we tested them at the laboratory. Wanted to find out, the pollutants in them.
Yeah.
You want to know what we found?
Tell me.
We found high levels of chromium, arsenic, cadmium, lead in all the samples we fetched.
Wow.
So if the water is flowing through your area, if you swim in it, you have a problem. If you drink it, then you are dying, you're killing yourself. If it's permeating into the soil and you're growing things in that area, depending on what plant you're growing, we have other people, other researchers you'll be seeing in the subsequent documentaries who have done works in soil in some of these areas. And they will tell you that certain plants absorb more of the heavy metals into the leaves. Lettuce, for example.
That's something that we all love.
Yeah.
I mean, and come to think of it, the belief is we're living healthy.
That's what you think. And so ask the doctors, they will tell you. One doctor we spoke to, we wanted to record at the Cape Coast Hospital. He told us point blank that we are seeing these cases of childhood cancers. They come in from galamsey areas. Yes, we do not know what is causing them, but I'm not prepared to talk about it on TV with you for fear of being victimized or something. And so across board, you're getting medical officers telling you, Confanoche respiratory unit, we had Dr. Divine talking to us about lung issues. They call it silicosis. Now, young men between 18 and 35 are coming in with end stage lung diseases where the lungs are hardened and they cannot breathe. They are put on oxygen. They cannot pay for the oxygen, and subsequently when their funds run out, they die. As we speak, we have somebody on it at the moment. And all these people are coming from galamsey areas. They do the toxicology test, you find out the particles in them, the heavy metals and other things.
Very sad. So, Erastus, that is a first of a 3-part documentary.
Yes.
What are we to expect in part 2 and 3?
So, part 2 will go deeper and will also take you to some of the... We wanted to also add a bit of who is doing the pollution of which river and what is found in those waters. We'll be going deeper into the testing itself. What is in the rivers, polluted rivers we're seeing. So part 2 deals with the heavy metals we found, the concentrations we found, the level of concentration and all that. We went deep into that. We spoke with the experts, the scientists, the researchers. So you get more of that. And then we also went into who is polluting the water at which point. So we've got some of that as well for you.
Okay. Well, Erastus Asare Donko, thank you so much for putting this together. And look, the more I listen and watch this, it tells me one thing. As a people, we have a lot to do to make this country a better place. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you come from. Because you may not know what you're consuming. You may not know the source. I don't know where the fish I eat comes from. I don't know.
Don't know what's in it.
I don't know what's in it. And that convinces me that all of us must act in stopping illegal mining. All of us have a role to play. Each and every one of us. Don't for a moment think that it doesn't concern you, because it concerns all of us. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Ready for the good news? Yes, this is really exciting news from your favorite network, AT. AT is giving you, their cherished customer, a whopping 200% airtime bonus every time you buy airtime via credit transfer or AT Money. You can use this bonus to talk from crane to cran for up to 72 hours. Do you also know the interesting fact? You can ask your agent to do direct data bundles such as Sikakoko, Big Time, and Fuse bundles for you. So, the next time you need to top up whether airtime or direct internet bundle, just find the nearest AT agent and request for credit transfer or dial *110# to buy directly from your AT Money wallet. Don't miss your 200% bonus. Top up now. Spread the concern.
AT. Life is simple.
To the shining sea where the airline that sets you free with the rhythm of Africa. Together we reach our goal. So fly high, somewhere bright, always we will reach the place where the passion lies.
Here she comes. So simple, yet captivating, exuding confidence, elegance, and effortless beauty. Introducing the all-new Ahorfe from GTP. The perfect fusion of nature's splendor and intricate designs to enhance your own unique style. Each pattern designed with precise intention, printing moments into memories just like the cherished things in life. Make life beautiful. Embrace it with the all-new Ahorfe from GTP, available in various colors and designs. Visit shop.gtpfashion.com to order now. GTP. Life styled.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn, e no baff, e no chop, where e vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You no get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor get water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank get meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selendion. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast. In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is
Super Morning Show. We're talking about the Energy Commission's 2023 edition of the SHS Renewable Energy Challenge. And to do the discussion, I have Madam Olivia Sewa Opari. She's Director Science Education Unit, National STEM Resource Center, Ghana Education Service Headquarters, as well as Caleb Azindo, Officer Renewable Energy Regulation at the Energy Commission. So good morning to you both.
Good morning, madam.
I think first, just tell me about this challenge. What is this challenge all about? Would you take that, Caleb?
Yeah. So the Renewable Energy Challenge is about creating the awareness of renewable energy, energy efficiency, and climate change, as well as, and this is just basically to promote this. And if you look at our educational system, it's basically about the chew, pour, and pass, and we are increasing to a stage where students will be able to appreciate whatever they learn in school. That is, whatever theory they acquire, they put it into practice. That's the way they will appreciate things. And when you look at the scale of the world, or the trend of the world these days, it's renewable energy. And how can we bring on board our future leader, that is the youth? And that's how come the Energy Commission came about of this program.
Right.
And therefore we collaborated with the Ghana Education Service.
Right. GS should be excited. As Caleb said, a lot of us would think that our young children would do chew and pour all the time. Sometimes they're chewing things that they really don't understand. They can't explain it. So tell us how this is impacting the students.
Thank you so much, madam. The impact is so great. Looking at our curriculum, we are emphasizing on creative pedagogy. So Energy Commission's intervention in helping us achieve this creative pedagogy is in the rightful direction. It has helped our learners to become good presenters. They are now really using their creative ideas to develop something. They've come out with products. And then collaboration is ensured. It's part of our core competencies in our curriculum. Now, they also have empirical research skills.
Okay.
They really read wide.
These are senior high
school students.
Okay.
And they really read wide. They communicate effectively. So, in a nutshell, we are so glad to partner with Energy Commission in ensuring that we get our 21st Ghanaian dream Ghanaian students.
That's changing the narrative. I like that very much. So what is the challenge about? I know that each year you have a theme.
Yeah.
What are the students doing this year?
Okay, so this year the theme is mechanized small-scale agriculture using renewable energy technologies.
Okay.
So when you come to the processes involved with agriculture, the student can take any of the aspects, but they must make sure that it is renewable energy that they are using to solve a problem. They can also incorporate artificial intelligence or robotics to enhance their project too.
Okay. So how is GES helping these students achieve these targets?
Thank you once again. For the selection starts right from the school level to the regional level, and then finally gets to the national level. At each level, we have coordinators, STEM coordinators.
Okay.
They support them in terms of monetary, because for a student to come out with a project, it requires money. So the school supports them with money to come out with their projects. And then aside that, they guide them in the area of research.
Okay.
So we groom them. We really groom them before finally they come out and compete.
Okay.
So this is our support so far as the challenge is concerned.
So just tell me a little bit about last year's winners, because we want to know what you do with the outcome of the challenge.
Okay, thanks for your question. So last year, the Energy Commission partnered with the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research so that they will further refine and develop the projects that will come out from the competition. So when we take last year's case as a scenario, Peje Senior High School won the competition, and what they did was a solar dehydrator.
Solar dehydrator.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as it stands,
Sorry, what is it supposed to do?
okay, so it's just to preserve our food.
Oh.
You know, our traditional method of doing it is you just put on the ground under the mercy of the environment. Sometimes you see flies settling on them, which is not hygienic. So that was the challenge the school found, and therefore they developed that project to solve that problem. So CSR has enhanced that project, they have developed it, and we will showcase it tomorrow at the finals.
Awesome.
Notwithstanding, the outcome will be that the schools, the teachers, as well as the coordinators will get some monetary value that will come out of the sale of the project.
So, out of the sale of what they have designed.
Yes, please.
But even before we get to what's happening with the finals, what happened to Peji? Was it Peji? Peji. What was in it for them? What did they get as an institution?
Okay, so the school got a 5 kilowatt solar system that was installed in their science lab.
Okay.
The school also got gas books for their library. They also got LED street lights for the school.
Oh, really?
The team, which is made up of the teachers, the students, and the coordinators, got laptops. They got solar fans. They got solar lamps. They also got cash prize as well.
This is transforming a whole institution. So GS should be relieved.
Sure.
Okay, so let's quickly get into the competition for this year. You keep referring to the finals. Which schools are into the finals, and what will happen?
Thanks for the question. So you have 6 schools that have qualified to participate in the finals.
And these are all public schools, by the way.
Yeah, all public schools. So we first have the 3 girls schools.
Okay.
And the Bono Cocos. We call it the Bono Cocos because they are from the Bono region.
Okay.
So from the Ahafo region, we have Sewakese Girls Senior High School. From the Bono region, we have Doma Senior High School. From Bono East, we have Kwabre Senior High School. Then when it comes to Ashanti, we have Yasantua Girls. Central region, we have Infantiman Girls.
Okay.
Then all the way to the Volta region, we have Sugakope Senior High.
Oh, so this is sort of like categories. Is it open to all schools?
It is open to all schools. So the contest starts from the school level. So at the regional level, schools are pulled. They come to the regional level for the competition.
Okay.
After which we move to zonals to pick the best 6. So from both southern, northern. So as at now, we have 6 of them.
6 of them.
Representing the 2 zones. That is the southern zone, and then there is a paradigm shift over here. There was a meeting in Zambia. Now we are looking at STEM in Africa. So for next year, if all things go on well, most of our projects will be sent to Zambia for AfriSTEM fair, innovative fair competition.
Great. So we're not just talking Ghana.
No.
Crossing borders now with us.
It is going to be cross-cutting. And I'm so happy because on my visits, some of the things that the Zambian students are doing is not different from what we are doing. So we are on course.
Right.
And I'm so happy for this brilliant initiative by Energy Commission. We say kudos to Energy Commission.
Okay, so in wrapping up, well, I'm talking to Madam Olivia Sewa of Paris's Director of Science Education Unit, National STEM Resource Center at GES, and Caleb Azindo is with the Energy Commission. When will the finals be held? Where? At what time? Who is invited?
So it will be held on the 17th of October, which is just tomorrow. The venue is the Accra International Conference Center. And participation is free, so anyone can come.
Okay, I think it's fair. I'm rooting for the girls.
Yeah. And I know. They will surely make it.
All right. So what is at stake for this year's winner or winners?
Okay, so we'll have the 5 kilowatt system, which is already procured and is ready for them. So whatever school will win will be taking that prize. We also have the laptops. We have the cash prizes, the gas books, the solar lamps. We also have solar fans that the schools, the students and the team will be taking home.
Okay. And I understand we have a special guest.
Yes, the second lady of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency Mrs. Samira Bawumia.
Awesome. All right. Well, any final words before we say goodbye?
I I bring you greetings from the Director General of Ghana Education Service, who is in the person of Dr. Eric Nkansa. He's so happy for this great initiative, and he says, Ayuko to Energy Commission for this great intervention program.
Well,
thank you.
I am happy for the GES, and I thank the Energy Commission more from the Energy Commission. We like these initiatives more, because it's transforming our senior high schools, and that's great. So we wish you well with the competition tomorrow. We will come and support you.
Thank you.
And I guess we will have a conversation after we find a winner for this year.
Yes.
All the best with it.
Thanks for having us.
My guest in studio, Olivia Sewapari, Director, Science Education Unit, National STEM Resource Center, Ghana Education Service Headquarters, as well as Caleb Azindo, Officer Renewable Energy Regulation with the Energy Commission. We've been talking about the Energy Commission Renewable Energy Challenge for senior high schools. You heard there are 6 schools that have gone into the finals tomorrow. By close of day tomorrow, we will have our champion. Thank you, guys. Stay with us. This is the Super Morning Show.
Thank you.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gamepackgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities of 1,000 cedis and upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. Call Quick Credit today, 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Introducing Pick 4 from Game Park Games, the easiest lottery to play and win. Pick 4 numbers from 0 to 9 up to 3 times a day to become one of our daily winners. More moolah, more power. Play online at www.gamepackgames.com or dial *946# to play. Game Park Games is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Pick 4 from Game Park Games. More moolah, more power.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
so welcome back. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And once you hear this, you know that it's time to talk about the National Science and Maths quiz.
Why is your Vim low?
Which Vim is low? We are winning today.
Maoli School will be meeting
today.
Prempeh College in Abetifi Presby. And they are going out.
Is it not a secondary school like Maoli?
They are going out.
For the avoidance of doubt, this Prempeh College contest, it's not like the other ones we've seen in times past. This is a school that entered a riddle contest in their last contest and didn't even win one riddle.
And this is a new competition.
We are winning, hands down.
Oh, please,
judge the performance of Maoli in the previous one.
The fact that you had
three riddles.
The fact that you had a bad day yesterday doesn't mean you will have a bad day today.
This is science and maths quiz. This is not bad day like some God is helpful. No, wait. Look. Science. So
Maoli School is going out later today. There's a competition now though. Is Opokuwari Secondary School, Osei Tutu Senior High, and St. John's School.
This is a cool show for Opokuwari.
The second competition will be between Pope John Seminary and Senior High. That's my favorite. They are progressing.
St. James will win that one.
Yes, St. James is going to win.
Presby.
No, St. James will win that one.
St. James will win that one.
Pope John has no form in this contest, clearly. Let's move on to the very last one, where Maoli School is winning.
Sharp.
I think that you are using past glories. If it were past glories, Ghana would have been the best country in the world, because in Africa, south of the Sahara, we are the first to have independence. Well, we have a shining star from Nkrumah. Look at us. We are doing dual debt exchange. Use a relevant.
We're talking about national science.
No, we are winning.
Discussing
we are winning. The current form of the schools. Maoli has a better form than Prempeh College. The same way that St. James has a better form than Pope John's.
Exactly.
Even the guy you are supporting, he can't even speak.
Mama V, I have told you. But look, you. We'll school and go into here. And so come rain or shine, we will beat Prempeh and we'll continue.
I am a very fair objective person.
That is how you selected Pope John's. Pope John's was selected. Please respond to the answer.
Pope John.
That's a husband school. You're doing your husband school.
No. I'm saying that why. So her criteria for choosing Pope John's was
because of the husband.
Because you watched their previous part.
No, because of the husband.
Because they are better.
The husband went to Pope John.
That's why you're using. So I said that you're very fair.
She's unhappy that.
You're interested.
She's unhappy that. She's unhappy that.
Yes.
Maoli School, the pride of Volta, will win this contest.
And that's the point, see, because if Pope John CV manages to go through,
we'll beat them.
Sorry.
We'll
Points of correction. The pride of Volta, anytime, any day is Ketasco.
Which one is that?
Case closed.
You don't know it. Don't make that point.
We are talking about
the pride of Volta.
We are bringing in unrelated matter.
Yes. Anyway. Which school? Look at the Zion College girl.
Listen, have you ever taken a part an
let me tell you that
device?
Owas Osei Tutu and St. John's. I mean, it started already, round one, and it's on the Joy News channel. You can watch it.
Oh, yes, right now. But have you ever taken apart an electronic device? Do you know how many raw materials are in your laptop or printer? The German corporation invites you to an immersive electronic waste experience. Become part of the e-waste recycling chain as we dismantle devices by hand, discover the raw materials inside, develop prices at our marketplace, and determine which parts of our electronics are harmful. See you on the 19th of October, 9 a.m. at the Grand Arena. You're invited. This will be exciting.
Well, the Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited's back to school promotion is here with us once again from now till October 31st, 2023. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is giving a generous 10 to 15% discount on all school items like textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and so much more across all branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takrady, Winneba, and Cape Coast. Parents, teachers, and students, please hurry while stock lasts. For more information, call us on 0302 764 101 or 0302 764 209 or email info@kingdomgh.com. You can also visit our website, kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, the eagerly anticipated Pick One game has arrived with a bang. Choose your favorite numbers from 1 to 36. Stick and get ready for the excitement as we unveil the lucky number. Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by sticking from 1 city to 350 city and win 26 times your stake on the amazing Pick One game by Game Park. Play by dialing star 946 hash on all networks via our website or download the Game Park app on gameparkgames.com. Watch our live draws on our Doom TV at 9 a.m. 12 noon, and 6 p.m. Game pack, more moolah.
What's your
more
favorite
power.
number? What's your favorite number?
9.
Okay. Ready to treat your callers to good tunes while you win incredible rewards? Well, earn points by purchasing, renewing, copying, or gifting your favorite caller tunes, and you can win amazing prizes based on your total accumulated points. Build as many points as possible, and you can win tons of data to stay connected to the things you love, or you can win an amazing 10,000 Ghana cedis cash prize to splash on your favorite things. It's the perfect way to entertain your callers with music and get rewarded at the same time. Start collecting your caller tunes point today. Visit callertunes.mtn.com.gh, and caller tunes is CALLERTUNEZ, or just dial *1355 hash to get started on the MTN Caller Tunes service. Promotion ends 7th of November 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
So how ready are you for the job market? Join the Apps Are Ready to Work webinar as our panelists discuss the topic, preparing for the job market and the opportunities in the youth ecosystem, live on our Facebook and YouTube channels at 11:30 a.m. sharp on Thursday, 19th October 2023. Let's get ready to work. That's Africanacity. That's APSA. Well, folks, that'll be all from us this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And it's very important also that all of us come together to assist the people who have been affected by the spillage of the akosombo.
Our humanity must show.
Exactly. And so we've talked about the mining companies that are very good in putting up
mobilizing in matter of minutes, hours and days.
The Ghana Chamber of Mines.
Yes.
Should be helping,
and perhaps all corporate bodies. I mean, this is time to reassess your corporate social responsibility. This is an emergency, so anything can put on the ground in the interim, so that I prepare for better engagements going into the future will be accepted.
Let me say that we've got very positive response from the Bankers Association. They've always come on board, and they're on board with us this year.
Well, so before, let me just end on this one. I see a lot of people, when the head of the visa waivers, they're asking a lot of questions. So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration says that, look, the ministry wishes to inform the general public that the Republic of Ghana and the Republic of South Africa have entered into an agreement on a visa waiver regime for holders of ordinary passport, and the agreement takes effect from the 1st of November 2023. Travelers may transit through, depart from, and stay in the territory of both countries for a cumulative period of up to 90 days without recourse to work. The traveling public is thereby advised to take note of this development.
Yeah, the way you added the without recourse to work, boys will not be excited, but well, I mean, it's a very good step in the right direction. Ahead of Kenya also trying to extend same to other countries. This is a united Africa we've been looking for a very long time. I cannot believe that on this continent sometimes it's difficult to get to other parts, even as difficult as going to Europe or other places.
Exactly.
And sometimes you have to do transit through other countries before you get to neighboring countries. You cannot even understand how that works.
Yes, and the South African High Commissioner to Ghana will be joining us tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
Here on the Super Morning Show.
We'll be welcoming her ahead of time.
If we want AFTA to work, then we must have more.
And we'll talk about the implications of this and how the implementation will be done. So stay with us tomorrow on the Super Morning Show. My name is Winston.
And I'm Mama Viosobwaji.
Raymond Dakwa.
Have a lovely day.
Maria, breathe.